Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! Bottom by Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch. Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win.
He got it.
If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Thursday, March 28th. As you can tell, we are live in studio.
Feels good.
It does. And I mean, I like to see you, Landon, but we did this because we have something very special for you all. I was going to, I guess, save that, but it's in the show notes. So we got VFL, current player. We borrowed him for the night. Zander Sechrist.
Yeah, probably one of the longest interviews we've ever done, but definitely worth it.
Oh, absolutely. And we mentioned it. He's more than a friend to the pod at this point. So friend of the pod, but also more than that. Fourth time on the show? Third time?
I think second time on the show.
Oh, okay. I thought he's been on. So I guess we've just interacted with him during shows.
Yeah. He's always there, always been a fan.
Yeah.
So, and we're a fan of his.
Yeah, big fan. 48 for life. We get into everything really with him. So
yeah,
it's a good time before they kick off their series against Georgia. Yeah, very Georgia. So great stuff there. It's also a big weekend for Vols basketball. They head to the Sweet 16. Won't lie as I say that, and games are being played as we talk. Nerves are setting in a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't nervous today until I saw scores on the ESPN app. I'm like, it's real.
It's starting to set in. I just felt it in my tummy a little bit.
Yeah, it hadn't really set in because it's so late tomorrow. You're like, we got 3 more days. It feels like
tomorrow's gonna be miserable having to wait.
But
pretty pumped for that. Still, if anyone has a private jet flying to Detroit, Michigan. Tomorrow, do not let the illegal immigrants on. Let me on. Well, I mean, I just want to let you know they're watching the airport. So there are people apparently monitoring the airport for that stuff. So let me on. Stay tuned for the rest of the show to get that joke. Get in on that joke. That was just a little, teaser. So what's coming? Before we fully get into the show, I want to go ahead and tell you guys about our good friends at Grade A Grounds. Now more than ever, tomorrow night. 10:39 tip off. Definitely going to be later than that, maybe 10:48 if you will. You're going to need not only coffee but the best coffee, and that's Grade A Grounds. Guys, go check them out. They are a local coffee roasting company based out of the Tri-Cities. 2 educators there are the owners. So what they do, not only make great coffee, but every purchase they're giving 5% back to the community. They're giving it to a nonprofit coalition for kids. 5% is going to restock classrooms that need supplies. You're also going to see those labels. Those are created by the students in those classrooms at the direction of the art teachers. So just a lot of great stuff, great coffee, great donations, great classrooms, great students, great teachers. It's all great.
Yeah.
I'm not using that word lightly.
Sweet. Pretty
Sure.
sweet.
Sweet.
You feeling sweet?
I'm feeling sweet.
I might be feeling elite.
I'm
feeling elite?
Yeah. I'm feeling like, this is finally here.
Okay. Oh, okay. I mean,
I'm feeling like Tennessee's ready to step onto the national stage.
Okay.
Dalton Connect. I know he's not flown under the radar by any means, but this feels like a truly, people are, first off, what a good sign that people are underwhelmed by an 18-point performance. What a better time than to make your kind of grand appearance.
This is a statement game.
For sure. For everybody involved.
Mm-hmm. And I love the Omaha. I just keep thinking about the Omaha.
Baseball season?
Yeah, it's baseball season. That's where you end the season in Omaha. Creighton, that's their home field, is Charles Schwab, I think.
Yeah, sure.
I
think it's something else now, isn't it?
Is it?
Doesn't it have like a bank name now?
Maybe. I don't know. Omaha, whatever. And
Where's
then you have
Charles
to
Schwab's
go
name?
through them to get to the Elite Eight. The College World Series has 8 teams. It just it feels good.
Yeah.
And like I understand like people are just like Creighton's a good team, but like Sweet 16, like you're gonna face a good team. Good thing about it is Tennessee has showed up for
Tennessee's a good basketball team, by the way. Don't forget that.
Yeah. And we just played our worst game and still won.
Garrett Crochet pitched against the Detroit Tigers. Didn't they play the Tigers then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They did. Okay. Mm.
The signs. It's all pointing.
Speaking of signs, started at 10:48, episode 5:48. We are
The signs. The signs.
Oh.
That was not planned. That sounded like, let's get in conspiracy brain. That sounds conspiracy brain. It wasn't.
I'm in.
I'm
all in.
Listen, I'm going to kind of like talk myself into a win here because Tennessee is obviously going to have their work cut out in terms of keeping Creighton on the low scoring side. They love the 3-ball. Tennessee can cover the perimeter just fine now. We talk about that help defense. They can cover the perimeter just fine.
Yeah, I think the people keep comparing them to Alabama. I'm like, stop it, because you're making me feel better. Tennessee's 2-0 against Alabama.
Please compare them to Alabama.
Yeah, stop it.
Listen, if a team decides to go nuclear and shoot 54% from 3,
they're going to beat anybody.
They're going to beat anybody, and you just shake their hand and walk off. It is what it is at that point. But also, Tennessee almost beat a team that shot 54% from 3.
Yeah.
They were really dang close. So, like, at the same time, it's like, shoot 53%. I dare you. Find out what happens.
Yeah.
Because it took 54 to beat us earlier. So,
and like Tennessee's got a really good defense. You know, you have that to stand on. You know, the comparison is kind of similar with Alabama, except Alabama like gets out and run. Creighton's like one of the slower teams.
Yeah,
like,
which does kind of worry me in the sense of Tennessee likes to get out and run. If you're not effective in that, you do give up the time and the possessions to Creighton. You let that benefit them.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have to be effective in transition. Tennessee does tomorrow. But also, again, that gets into the scenario of like Tennessee's not in the business of letting that affect them because their defense, they hold teams accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And they may a team like Creighton who plays slow. This isn't how I think the game's going to go. I'm just giving an example. A team like Creighton that plays slow, if they get behind, time isn't on their side.
Yeah. They also are one of the worst turnover rate teams in the country.
Well, can I show you a guy who's running an MJ-like fever and has the most
steals in Tennessee history? I'm trying to talk y'all into a win, guys. That's what I'm trying to do.
It's Kai Zealer. He ain't no slouch.
I'm just pointing out. Kim English got us, scouted a little bit, beat them twice. And, like, I looked at all their, like, losses. They lost to UConn, obviously. I think they lost to Marquette once. They lost to Providence twice. Lost to Colorado State, who Texas beat. We beat Texas.
Okay.
But most of the times, like in their losses, they haven't shot well from 3. But like Tennessee's got a really good defense. Like you have to have somebody go absolutely insane. And I just don't know if they have an NBA caliber player that can just go insane. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I think part of it too is whether he's NBA caliber or not. Like if a guy gets in a groove, you know, you kind of, you know, you tell him good game and okay. But like at the same time, it's going to be harder to get in a groove, stay in a groove because you have a defense that plays well. This isn't a situation where you didn't scout the guys and you aren't knowing their spots. You aren't knowing I just Tennessee doesn't play defense that way. It's not like I don't think it magically decides to change in Detroit and not do it in the Sweet 16. Tennessee's going to know where their spots are and take those away. If they don't, then we reassess and we decide then. But I just don't see that happening. And they're going to shoot the ball well. Tennessee, I think that's one thing that was not that I 100% agreed with how we went about the Texas game. I thought we could have changed some things offensively at times when we weren't playing well, but Tennessee was committed to what they were going to do, and they just grinded through it and saw it through. So I think that gives me a little bit better feel that I know that if things go wrong for any amount of time tomorrow, not that they won't adjust, because I think they did adjust. I think there were things that they did on the offensive end that helped you get points when you desperately needed them. But I think they're going to make Creighton grind it out. Yeah.
And I think they are – that's where, I'm thinking, Tennessee wins this game is they have no depth.
Right.
I looked at bench points in the tournament. 7 bench points Creighton has. Guess how many Tennessee has had?
28.
44.
What?
Yeah. 44 so far. I mean, you do have to remember we play a lot of guys against
St. Peter's. That's right. That's right. Because
Because
you probably got 17, 18
I think you got
of those
16 against Texas.
Yeah.
So
Still more than 7.
Yeah. And they have 3 guys averaging 17 points per game. And a lot of the reason why they do that is because 2 guys, the Baylor, however you say his last name, and Trey Alexander, they're up there top minutes in the country. Yeah. I'm sure Zakai's up there too, but they don't play a lot of guys at all.
Right. They probably they are going to be a team too that they move the ball around. It's not one guy that's shooting 40% from 3 for them. And I think that's one thing I talked about on Sunday. I'd like to see Tennessee not be so eager to help on defense, and that's more so just on the perimeter. If you've got a guy spotted up on the perimeter. And I think, it's going to be a lot on Adu. Adu and Awaka are both going to be asked to play one-on-one defense down low with a guy he's not even their leading rebounder, number 1. So I don't know, I don't know why. I haven't watched enough Creighton to know why. When he has the ball in his hand, he's averaging 11 points per game.
Who?
The big man?
He's over.
Is he a 17?
Yeah, they have 3 guys.
So he's not their leader. He's not their leader. It's the
Baylor is their leading scorer, and then I think him or Trey Alexander right around 17.
So you're gonna be tasked though, you're playing a good player. Right now, I think it looks like Adu's the better big man. Whether he can stop him from scoring, especially in one-on-one scenarios, I don't think Rick Barnes is going to abandon help defense. That team's not going to abandon help defense. I think they should try early on, but I think if Adu can play good one-on-one defense, I think this game should be.
Yeah.
Easy is not the right word, but I think Tennessee should go and win this game.
Yeah, I think them shooting so many threes tells me if those aren't going in early, there's going to be so much frustration, because there already is when you play Tennessee, because they play defense nonstop.
Yeah.
Even it feels like sometimes on offense we're defending ourselves. We play defense so much. So I think Tennessee has a really good shot to win this game. I think it's pressure is on because you haven't been to the Elite 8, or you've only been to the Elite 8 once. And you haven't had great luck in the Sweet 16. But I think this is the offensive foul against Jarnell Stokes. This is the phantom foul call on Carson Edwards with Lamonte Turner. We deserve this.
Yeah, expel the demons. And I think too, this is going to be a game that I think the biggest thing this boils down to is how Rick Barnes manages foul trouble. I think you're going to have guys in foul trouble. Creighton's not as physical as Texas. I think the game is going to be called and managed differently. And I'm not saying I disagree. Tennessee essentially challenges the refs on how are you going to let us play? And I think it's going to be called tighter. I don't know how much tighter. But how can you not only keep guys in the game, but how can you also, that means keep them in the game by sitting them with 2 fouls, but but also finding spots where you can play them so that in the final 5 minutes you're not missing guys.
Mm-hmm. And I watched something on Creighton today is like when they in the pick and roll, they just whoever gets picked just backs up, and so you have an open shot. Now it's mid range, and like I know a lot of people are. I mean, you have some like Creighton and Alabama pretty much do not shoot mid range shots, but they kind of force you into like, hey, do you want to go at our 7-footer, or do you just want to shoot that open shot? And a lot of people do that, and I guess they have success because they're winning basketball games. But I'm thinking
Tennessee's good from 15 feet.
They are. Adu can shoot that. Don't connect.
It's Josiah's best shot.
Yeah. But also like if they're doing that, I feel like they are scared to death to have like they don't have any depth, like we mentioned. Right. So like if you go at that 7-footer and get him into foul trouble,
no, you're right.
I mean, it's over.
Which I think that's something Tennessee's just been not good at
right
in the last few years is identifying who you need to who's already in foul trouble or who you need to go after to either score points or let them foul you. But I mean, it would be interesting if they had guys get in foul trouble too, which I mean, that's like if they are frustrated and then they're going to, not that they, the Big East is probably better than the SEC this year, it appears. But is how much have they been physically challenged? I mean, we don't know that.
Yeah.
Some people do because they watch a lot of basketball and credit to them, but I don't know that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it is a good matchup for Tennessee. And I mean, you look at like Ken Palm, and I know a lot of people aren't like that's the end all be all, but
some people are.
14 of the 16 teams left the top 14 in Ken Palm, 13 of those are in the Sweet 16.
Who's left out?
Auburn. Yeah. And Tennessee's 8, Creighton's 11. So, I mean, if you're going based off that, I feel like Tennessee has just as good of a draw as anybody, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except maybe whoever's playing NC State. Or Arizona and Clemson, but Clemson
was winning.
Yeah.
Feel bad for San Diego State. It's been a good run, boys. Go Keys.
Yeah, they're down by 14 right now.
Arizona?
No, UConn. Arizona is down by 7.
UConn's up by 14.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love for Arizona to get knocked off just because I feel like they were kind of the borderline fraud team. And then people are like, well, are they?
Yeah.
So
they just kind of reloaded.
Yeah. I would well, I mean, like coming into the tournament, like there were a lot of people that are like Arizona's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Like they shouldn't be a 2 seed.
Yeah.
And then they look good the last 2 rounds. Now, who knows? Who really knows, man? Which I would also hate to see Clemson do well, personally. That's a team, we didn't talk about that later on in the interview. We'll get into kind of like rivalries. That's a non-SEC team that we didn't talk about that I don't like.
True.
And I don't respect Dabo Swinney.
Oh, yeah, Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Anything else really you want to talk about this Sweet 16? I mean,
it's here.
I want to win bad.
Stay up, drink some Great Egg Grounds coffee.
You're going to need it, folks.
Yeah. I'm fired up, though. Like, I am excited.
Yeah. Keep calm.
But
get fired up.
It doesn't, like, it sucks that it's that late, but it's also, like, that's, like, you get to do something, like, at night.
I'm glad it's on Friday night. Thursday night this late, I would be irate.
Yeah, that would suck.
I'm not as mad because it's Friday. Yeah. I don't even think I tweeted about it. That's how not mad I am.
All right. Score prediction?
I mean, I'm rolling with my man. 84.
I think if Tennessee scores
Tennessee scores 84, they're winning the ball game. Yeah. And I don't think Creighton's. I think at that point you're talking about another March Madness blowout.
Yeah.
I don't think they score 84. It's probably in the
Creighton's shooting around like I think they're like around 80 points per game anyway. So I'm thinking, I mean, they got to go under that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably like a mid 70s game.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, maybe high 60s.
Okay. Not a rock fight like last game.
I pray it is not a rock fight.
I mean, here's
not
the
fun
thing.
Basketball to watch.
If Tennessee does that, like they're getting put out.
In case you've ever sat there and wondered, is that a fun game to watch in person? It's not. It's absolutely not.
And of course, Santi's sick. It's like, God.
But
it could be.
Bench.
And I hope it is. But Tennessee does have depth. Maybe. Okay, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. I was like, we should have Santi just go like to them and like pregame and just like start coughing on them. That's messed up. Don't do that.
I mean, if it's just like the common cold,
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, no one's 100% right now.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, look, they'll be okay in the long run.
Yeah.
This is just to win a basketball game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do whatever it takes to win.
I agree.
Dalton Egg, 35 points. He did shake hands with Coach Heupel.
That offense transferred.
Yeah.
That offense transferred for sure.
We're winning. Book it. Pro Day.
Joe Milton should just perform at Pro Days the rest of his life.
Dude, I legit think he's just he should be drafted in case like the team needs to replace their jugs machine.
Yeah, I mean, I think he should look for a circus to join.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Barnum and Bailey.
I think like Dude Perfect should hire him.
A circus. Have you seen their live shows? They're borderline circuses.
Yeah.
He is a freak.
Uh-huh. Joe does sports.
Yeah, he's the bearded woman of college football.
What's that song? The Greatest Showman.
It's one of them.
Yeah, what's the one that she sings?
This Is Me.
Look out, because here I come. Dude, that's a banger.
Marching on to the beat of drum.
Dude, there's a lot of bangers in that movie. That's a great movie. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
This is
I'm watching basketball.
This is me. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I make no apologies. This is me.
Guys, go, drop your favorite banger in the chat from The Greatest Showman.
Y'all ever heard of Seven Bridges? By the Hawks?
Dude, that's it. And
if we had our melody.
The Stroke with Billy Amick. I mean, that is an all-time heater. I'm in.
We did this our last live show. We talked about Toby Keith karaoke. We might be on a.
We'll bump it Sunday.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a long show. Episode 48. We gotta roll at 5:48. We gotta roll it.
I mean, one GM is just gonna be like drinking one night, and he's gonna be like, dude,
yeah, but have you seen how far he throws it?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like, we could Hail Mary from our own 10-yard line.
Mom's like, honey, it's time for dinner. The kids are ready. He's like, no. He's now throwing an orange 98 yards. I don't know. I mean, listen, I love Joe. Appreciate what he did for the University of Tennessee. I don't see him being a great NFL quarterback. But the fact of the matter is as good as like NFL scouts are, because they hit way more than they miss.
Yeah.
They get so drunk on freak athletes, speed, strength, and then a guy throwing a football just as far as he can.
Somebody's like, guys, you know who else can throw it that far? Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So there's going to be an NFL GM who's probably not going to be the GM for very long at this franchise, and they're going to draft Joe Milton based on. And apparently, he had a good pro day. Well, but he's going to have great pro days.
It's like the scout in that Clint Eastwood movie that just sees that big old redneck hitting nukes, and he's like, he's going to be the first round draft pick for the Braves. It's like curveball. What's that called? The struggle with the curve.
Yeah.
Trouble with the curve.
Yeah, trouble with the curve.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
You find out he can't throw a slant, but he can throw it a mile.
Exactly. And it's going to be fun. Like, practice. Like, you don't even need a jugs machine. You're just like, hey, you want to field punts? Joe, get out there and throw punt returners.
Yeah.
Honestly,
why doesn't he just punt? Like, could he
throw it?
It's the same thing, but can you even call a fair catch on an interception? I guess it could be the guy just wouldn't catch it, so it'd be incomplete. But you get the point.
Well, the new kickoff rules, can you just have somebody throw it down the field?
I think you should be able to kick it from the 40, 35-yard line or throw it from the 10. If you have someone who can throw it from the 10, they get to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
And he could.
Yeah.
I did, thinking about that punt play, what made me think of it is there used to be a high school coach when we were younger that coached at Halls. He's a special teams coach. They ran a play
Special teams.
where their punter who could just throw the ball like really high and really far, similar to Joe Milton, and they would line up like they were punting, and their punter would get it and just throw like a go route to one of the gunners, and he's getting blocked, so it'd be automatic PI, and then that rule got changed, so they couldn't do it anymore. That's pretty smart, though, isn't it?
It's pretty smart.
Creative.
Yeah.
You do have a Joe Milton.
I mean, dude's a freak.
He
I
is.
mean, and somebody's gonna be like, I can work with that. And it just hasn't, like, he beat out Hendon Hooker. Like, let's not forget that. He did beat out Hendon Hooker for the job. But it's like all been in practice.
Yeah.
And like it just doesn't translate for whatever reason. It just like not between the ears, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's pressure. I don't know what it is, but like, and it's not like he's bad.
He's not bad. He's not. It's just, I don't think he's a good NFL quarterback. Like, he won't be an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
He might be an NFL jugs machine, like you said, but probably not a quarterback.
I mean, he would be probably a fantastic like locker room and like backup quarterback, but like you probably don't want him in the game ever unless you're throwing a Hail Mary.
I tweeted it that whoever was recording the video that kind of went viral, that I think Adam Schefter tweeted, they're just like, oh my God. And I'm like, that's every time you see him throw the football, that's what you say. But like, that's also what I said when he ran out of bounds against Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Was, oh my God. Like, what are you thinking?
And there's times where he throws it, you're like, that was a freaking dot.
Well, and like, you know, he throws that big go ball that's just so high in the air. But I mean, to me, the more impressive one is that one he throws 45 yards on a rope that he threw to no, the Dante Thornton against Florida that he got.
Like barely 1 foot down on the corner.
No, it actually didn't end up being complete. He threw on a rope as a seam route, Dante Thornton, that the dude just got abused running down the field by a foot. Should have been PI.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like he still somehow hit his hands just on a rope. And I mean, he was covered, so covered the guy was tackling him.
Yeah.
He
he
can throw the football.
Yeah.
I mean, there's zero doubt about it.
And I mean, ran a 4.5 40.
And he seems to be able to manage an offense decently well. Like there weren't times that you're just wondering what is our offense as a whole doing this year.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish him the best. I hope he does turn out to be a great pro. But
and if not, we look forward to your Dude Perfect videos.
If you're watching tape, I mean, it would be hard for me to waste a draft pick. I don't want to act like I'm downing him, but like
I would draft pick on it.
Yeah, like at least a high draft pick. And maybe in the later rounds,
third round, why not?
Yeah, potential wise, like I mean, he could be a Hall of Fame. He's got the body.
His potential, like the question mark on your thing is all green. The question mark, like it's there.
So I'm going to Mr. Irrelevant. What are you going to lose?
There you go.
Why not?
I already did it. Why not him? We started Why Not Joe campaign.
Yeah,
don't pick him to the last spot. Like
don't pick Joe. And then as soon as he gets the last pick, it's like pick Joe.
Who would it be? Who does have the last pick?
I'm not sure who the last pick. I mean,
would it be the Chiefs?
The Chiefs would have it unless they somehow traded a 7th rounder, like years ago.
They probably did.
Probably. They probably ended up getting like
here's $50. Can we have that pick?
Could the NFL just hire him for like freelance work, just like altitude testing? Like, hey, we're gonna like Mexico City. Let's see what different balls are flying.
Yeah, it's smart.
I think the Army should hire him.
I think the Army should hire him. We've had a lot of Chinese spy balloons wandering around the country. They've been wondering how to like take them down without, affecting the broader community. I think effective would be without, using any kind of like explosive devices is Joe Milton throw a football at it.
Or a grenade. Or like
that's explosive devices though. That's the thing.
He can throw an orange. He will hold on to it too long. He will.
He'll take a sack.
That felt like you were sitting on that joke.
I didn't think about that.
What about a javelin?
Oh, Olympics.
They would. So they've talked about. No, maybe not some people in the Olympic community have talked about removing the javelin because people are beginning to be able to throw it so far. They can't. There's no room for them to go. He would 100% ruin the sport. They would have to take it out.
He makes the Olympics, and they're like, oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Could he shot put instead of doing wind up? He just throws it.
I guess discus. I mean,
yeah.
He doesn't need to wind up. Just throw it. Like
yeah.
Hammer throw.
Yeah. Hammer throw's a sick sport to watch.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
awesome.
insane. Yeah. I mean, you got to listen, that much potential, you got abundance of opportunities.
Is there a chance for baseball?
I'm shocked he hasn't had a professional team come to him and be like, let's just see.
What do you think he can top out at? I bet you he can scrape 90.
Oh, I bet he could with a little bit of training.
Yeah, no, it's a little different. I mean, but
I bet
a couple off seasons.
If you had someone train him for a summer, he'd be throwing. You have to be right.
Imagine him at center field. I mean, I'm sure he can get moving, shed 30 pounds.
Oh,
well, and
he's gonna hit me at Lindsey Nelson from center field.
Like I don't think it would take a ton of training because he grew up in the United States. So he can throw that hard. He's played baseball at some level. Like this isn't like that other freaking movie where they go to India and bring in a random kid who's never thrown a baseball.
Yeah,
he's only thrown the cricket ball, and they've got to completely teach him something new. Like it is. He's probably thrown a baseball at some point in his life, probably playing the sport of baseball. I don't think it would take like an overhaul in his
You can throw
mechanics.
an orange, you can throw a baseball.
Yeah, like I don't think it would be this massive overhaul in mechanics.
Yeah. I think pitching wise would definitely
It'd be the control.
Yeah.
If you just said throw it,
yeah.
he could. I mean,
yeah, you ever need somebody to just beam somebody?
he's in. Well, 50-50 chance it hits him. We don't know.
But
it could be a strike.
They'll at least back him off
Yeah,
the plate.
for sure.
I'm gonna break your hearts. Apparently, Joe Milton's high school football coach stopped him from being a great baseball player.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way that there's no way a high school baseball coach sees that kid throw and doesn't.
Milton revealed he wanted to try baseball in high school, but his football coach quickly nixed the idea. I threw the ball once, and then my high school coach told me not to do anymore. He did say he liked it. He said I did like it, but he told me I couldn't do it. He wanted me to finish playing football. So we could be missing out on one of the greatest baseball players.
Tony Vitello is never gonna recruit at that high school in Orlando.
I need to find this coach.
Yeah, I think we should consider like potentially trying that coach for treason.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That should be illegal. That much untapped talent at the high school level.
So if he was playing as a junior in high school, it wouldn't take that much work. Now, again, you get into the control factor, that's a whole different animal. But even then, you could probably get him thrown over the plate pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, with that size and that arm, he was already a 4-star. Why did he even have to play football?
He's releasing it 4 feet in front of the batter, and it's
I mean, I think if the NFL doesn't work out, Savannah Bananas. Let's just. But he never throws an actual baseball, just random objects. I think they should let that happen. An orange, maybe a Rubik's Cube.
They have that rule where if a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out. It's just like if you take this off the dome from Joe Milton, like you're a banana for life.
Boy,
this is
if
random.
you don't die.
Well, it's not a baseball. It's like an orange.
Oh, okay. Well, still,
you might be in the hospital. You're not gonna die. You won't die. It's like the kids you're coughing on at Creighton. They might be sick. They're not gonna die.
I will take the airtime to press myself with whoever owns a Savannah Bananas. I feel like I deserve 10%. I have an ideas notes that I've been having since maybe 8th grade. The very first idea: buy a minor league team in the right city and make them insanely fun. Change minor league baseball interaction, and then in parentheses, if a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out. That has been in my notes since probably 2018.
Oh,
I'm not asking. I'm not saying,
just a thank you, just a public acknowledgement.
Public acknowledgement, and maybe
guys, Arizona
free tickets.
First
lost.
pitch.
Oh, first
Did they
pitch.
lose?
Yeah.
Wow.
You
heard it here first.
Clemson's going crazy.
Wow.
Shout out Dabo Swinney. He's gonna make a TikTok about it again.
Maybe Joe Milton can throw them all the way back to Tucson.
Okay, yeah.
You don't have to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good goal.
Especially
he's a missile defense system.
All right. More pro day. We got on a tangent there. McAllen Castles had himself a day.
Man, there's something about seeing a big old white guy like perform well. I love it.
He would have been first amongst tight ends at the combine in broad jump. He was 10.7. Vertical jump, he would have tested out as third.
Wow.
Amongst tight ends, and ran a 4.640.
Just a kid from Lake Tahoe.
Dude. I mean,
looks good in shorts.
Yeah. I mean, probably should have been at Iowa, but glad we got him.
He's first rounder at Iowa.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's I didn't know he was that kind of athlete, but we knew he was an athlete.
Yeah. I mean, he was like on like radars before he got to Tennessee. I mean, that's why he wanted to play at this level to, improve his draft.
And it makes sense kind of coaching he got out at UC Davis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Love to see Tennessee kid, South Knoxville boy, McAllen Castles.
Yeah.
Performing well.
Absolutely. Yeah, not a whole lot else. You got to see Joe throw as far as he could throw it. Hit a wide receiver in the hands, Ramel Keaton. Other than that, not a really lot of pro day notes. Jalen Wright just did some running back drills, all he did. Kamal Haddon, I think, ran a 4.5 40. So, yeah, hopefully those guys get drafted. I think probably Jalen Wright's the first one off the board, if I had to guess.
I would almost guarantee it.
I'd like to see McAllen Castles get a little drafted.
I would,
Probably should have been at the combine.
for being honest,
Yeah. Don't sleep.
McAllen Castles never does.
No.
In the gym grinding right now.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
UFA.
Let's see him get drafted. I want to get some money.
He's
I wanna get
Mr.
some money.
Irrelevant.
That would be electric.
A white tight end. Oh, yeah.
Pretty usual.
Yeah.
Can't spell Mr. Irrelevant without white tight end.
Thanks. Baseball.
Big
We're going to
weekend.
get big weekend. A lot of home runs. Two of the top home run teams in the country. Georgia, Tennessee. Charlie Condon is the home run leader right now in the country.
Kid rakes.
He can rake.
Wasn't recruited out of high school. Wasn't recruited out of high school.
Really?
Like, I guess highly technically is what it is, but I was watching a video where the person said not recruited out of high school.
Interesting.
But I'm sure that means
Yeah, I
just
don't know where
not.
he's from or anything like that, but yeah, dude's a freak.
yeah, I think he's grown a lot
Yeah,
since he got to college. So I think that's, just
I mean,
genetics is part of it.
he hits 4 home runs every weekend. I'm like, God, why are we still pitching to this guy?
Yeah.
I mean, Barry Bonds his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, give him steroids so he can't play anymore.
Okay, yeah. I was talking about walks, but yeah, do that too. Cop on him.
Yeah, go that full Arkansas reporter and just say he took steroids.
Okay.
Yeah. Get him out of the game.
Yeah.
He's bad for the game of baseball.
But did get the win over Tennessee Tech. Run ruled them. Felt good. Our arch nemesis from Cookeville.
Freaking Golden Eagles, man. Gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, got some Ariel Antigua.
Dog.
The kid might be good, okay?
Excuse me? That dude's a freak.
Yeah.
And he's small. He's so small.
I think that makes him look even flashier. And it's
Yeah.
just fun to have a flashy guy short.
Yeah, he's 5'8", and they're like, oh yeah, he has insane range. It's
Yeah.
just
anywhere,
imagine if he was 6'4".
right? Anywhere his glove goes, it just looks so just spectacular.
It's smooth. He's super smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what I see from him. I mean, it does make sense. Everybody was talking about him in the fall being Tennessee's starting shortstop, and then I mean it's worked out in Tennessee's favor where they had Dean Curley just break onto the scene.
Right.
So kind of interested how they work that out, but yeah, if Antigua can get that back going, Tennessee's got depth for sure. Yeah, excited for
If he plays that good at short, I mean, you'd like for him to hit well, but I mean, let's be honest.
yeah,
We got 8 other guys in line right there.
Bat him not. Who cares? Yeah, just keep getting on SportsCenter top 10. I mean, I was like, yeah, there's no way somebody overtakes short. But I'm like, can you play both of them at short?
Right.
I don't know what you do, but good problem to have. Lots of depth, and yeah, big series this weekend. Need it.
Yeah.
No Billy Amick. That sucks.
Yeah, it's
But,
tough.
Hopefully he's back next weekend. Yeah, probably not going to play this weekend, but you did. I guess when you lose one, you
Find
did
another.
have. Yeah,
Find another.
yeah. You added.
Tony Vitel's got him in there somewhere.
Yeah,
They
just
might
gotta
be
find them.
tucked in that clubhouse, but they're there.
For sure. All right, big interview.
Very excited for this one.
Yep.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. But we got more for you.
Yep.
If you want to use it, it's probably easier than using it. We now welcome on to the pod. Special guest, friend of the pod. I feel like at this point, best friend of the pod? Is that-
Yeah, number one best friend of the pod.
Okay. Friend of the pod,
Huge fan.
pitcher, Vol, baseball player,
Star
golfer.
of last weekend.
Yes, bubblegum chewer. Zander Sechrist.
Thank you, guys. It's
Yeah.
a blessing to be on here.
Yeah, good to have you.
Blessing. That's too kind.
Yeah. This is just another NIL deal for you.
Speaking of NIL, we'll go ahead and reveal it. This is the gift we've got. Big League Chew guy brought us this bucket, Landon. You can get your own another time. This is mine. They didn't tag you in it, and I was gonna make the video for your birthday. Then it felt too late, and I never got around to it.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you remembered my birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. I chewed an entire bag of Big League Chew in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Dude, it's tough.
It's tough.
My jaw was hurting.
See, I remember my first time when I was a freshman in college, obviously, and we were somewhere, I think it was Georgia, and Friday night I chewed a lot of gum, and then Saturday night I did kind of the same thing, and then Sunday my jaw it felt like I had locked jaw.
So you didn't do this in high school. This is like a new.
I chewed gum in high school, but they didn't have the bucket of double bubble, so you couldn't keep eating.
Yeah, it helps when it's free.
Oh, it helps. It does. You don't have to buy your own stuff.
I get that.
So yeah, I mean that's part of it. They'd have it out there for you, so you probably wouldn't even you might pick it up at the gas station if you saw it, but you wouldn't. You probably wouldn't even chew gum if it wasn't for the bucket.
I mean, I don't even know what I would do. I used to be kind of like a chew 5 gum guy.
Okay.
The Cobalt, really good. And then when I got on the sugar spree, I don't know, the string,
the tape.
Yeah, the tape. Is that Hubba Bubba?
I think it is.
Is that Hubba Bubba? Yeah, those.
You got into that as
I can down that in
that's not a lot of gum.
3 minutes now. I could probably just take it and just.
Do you buy that?
No.
I was gonna ask you. Do you kind of feel like a child buying? You're like, I'll take this.
Yeah.
That's it.
This is one of those child things.
The last time we had you on was our 500th episode, and I went into the store to buy Big League Chew, and I was like, I don't remember the last time I bought Big League Chew. And I went up to the counter, and I had to ask, and I felt like an idiot. I was like, do y'all have Big League Chew? And she was like, what? And I was like, do you have Big League Chew? And she's like, yeah, right over there. I was like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time I bought Big League Chew was either. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to NIL.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know when the last time. I've never seen watermelon in stores.
No.
And I've never seen cotton candy. I saw
cotton candy
grape,
probably be gas,
and either strawberry. So these are kind of rare. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Rare flavors, in my opinion.
What's your favorite right now? I know it was. You told us what was your favorite when you told us?
Was it cotton candy at the time?
It probably was.
But I mean, this watermelon is crazy.
Really?
It is long-lasting flavor.
Really? That's my only knock.
Gum.
I don't know about knock.
But I know with Big League Chew, the flavor kind of runs out quick, especially with the original one. But once you get into the flavors that you don't chew often, I don't know, they did something different to where it's long lasting flavor.
Yeah, you can chew it in those long innings now. You don't have to change it up.
Yeah.
You keep some in a pocket?
Yeah, I have a lot in my locker, so
you need to go out and pitch with
just a whole bag.
Maybe not even a whole bag, but make it look like a whole bag, just the top of it just hanging out the back pocket or something.
Oh, just advertising. Okay.
And then if someone says something, you're just I didn't even know it was back. I just chew it.
Here, I'll just tuck it.
Yeah.
It's
not a big deal. What if you got checked and when you who was it, Scherzer that opened his pants up and
oh yeah
you just open your pants and just Big League Chew falls out.
Just all the flavors.
Yeah.
I would like you to go out there the chalk thing, and it's just a bag of
oh, the rosin bag.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I'm glad we're talking about things to do at the mound too, because I'm going to ask you to the next time you start, maybe this Sunday. Trevor Bauer wrote BD 9/11. Some people still say Bush did. I don't know. We're not getting into conspiracy theories. Maybe just MI before you throw the first pitch.
MI. More important.
Just right next to that power tee.
Well, wouldn't it be? Yeah. So just MI.
Yeah.
MI, 2 eyes.
Yeah. I was about to say more important issues. Yeah. Okay.
Do you work on the turn when they throw it around?
It's a timing thing. So usually when the shortstop gets it, I start to, hop, and then when it gets back to the third baseman, I turn around.
Whoever it is,
Yeah,
because it's not because Billy's hurt.
I mean, he's not hurt.
What are y'all doing? Like, why we have so many injuries right now?
I don't know. But hey, I'd rather have him now than if we're making a run.
100%.
Were these lingering from the snow football game?
No,
Be honest.
No.
Okay. I mean, we had to ask.
No, they were not.
Big J journalism question.
Did you play quarterback any in that?
No, I was just receiver. I just let everybody do their thing, and I tagged the Steelers because we were playing Buffalo that night.
Oh,
In the snow, I figured I'd get a call.
yeah.
Like at least wide receiver, punt returner, something.
They probably could have used you this year too.
You could be the third string quarterback.
I know we picked up Kyle Allen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So fourth.
Practice squad.
Yeah, there you go. Get a minimum.
That's a good paycheck.
That's a pretty good paycheck.
Yeah.
50, 60K, probably something like that.
Just
Maybe
to,
a quarterback is more.
just to get tackled by TJ Watt every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably gonna suck.
Yeah, so I would probably want more than that.
Yeah. Gotta up it up.
You think TJ's working that hard? He's tackling scout team wide receivers.
At least pushing them down.
Okay. That's extra
one
effort.
arm.
Yeah.
Just a one
not
arm
much
shot.
effort.
Just a one arm shot.
What's this season? I mean, things are kind of rolling now. Y'all are in SEC play. What's that? Like, I mean, feels like a new squad. I know it's not entirely new, but what's it kind of been like? Just starting to, you probably don't even feel like it's really like fully gotten going now. Y'all been playing into
It really does
almost July now.
Yeah, it hasn't feel like we haven't really gotten into the thick of things, which if you look at a schedule, we really haven't.
Yeah.
But with SEC play, everybody emphasizes like, oh, it's SEC play, it's SEC play. But at the end of the day, it's still baseball.
Mhm.
And it's just, a lot more people show up, a lot more eyes on you. That's about the difference between SEC and non-conference. But as a team, I think we're just fine where we're at. And obviously, losing the series to Bama, obviously we don't go out there trying to lose series. And
Right.
we win one against Ole Miss. So, we're 3-3, I think, right now.
Yeah.
I try not to keep up with it, but
You
it's
look
kind
at
of hard with the socials.
standings.
Yeah, with the socials. So, I mean, we're just fine, and we'll just, run the course.
Yeah. I mean, losing that Bama series is tough, but does it feel better knowing that their coach bet on you?
Oh, boy.
You can no comment that. That's okay.
I mean,
I just had to put that one out there.
like that's crazy that you bring that up. But it's always tough to win on the road because, like, we went to Bama, obviously, first SEC road trip. None. Like, even LSU went to Mississippi State and lost a series. So I don't think a single SEC series that weekend was won by a road team.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a crazy stat.
So
I feel good about this weekend.
yeah,
Is there something? What's different about road games in SEC baseball? I mean, I know there's those home crowds can be, rambunctious and can throw things off, but I mean, the home field advantage doesn't feel like other sports.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously there is an element to it, and then you have teams playing in parks they're familiar with, things like that. But what in your mind makes the road trips difficult?
I guess just different venue overall because you get so comfortable with your own park because you scrimmage in the fall and you put so many innings. Like, I'll just use me for an example, like the mound. You envision what Lindsey Nelson looks like for so many innings. And then when you go to like, Hoover or Bama, it's just a little bit different. And I don't know why, but I feel like the strike zone gets a little bit smaller because it's just a different backdrop.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't pitch here every week. You're only pitching here, once. Like for me, 0, but that's okay. But like, yeah, it's just different. A lot of people say it would be mindset because of like, being on the road, but it's just the comfortability. Is that even a word? Did I say that?
That sounds
right?
good to me.
Comfortability?
I'm not a smart guy, so don't count on me. But it sounds good to me.
Yeah, we went to the school right over here. So,
South Doyle.
oh yeah,
Home
home with Chad Zerker.
There you go.
Number
But yeah,
5.
I would just say it's just you don't try to put too much pressure on yourself because it's already pressure enough.
Right.
Because it's SEC and you're on the road, but it's just just different venue. It's just different place, and at the end of the day, you try to just put yourself in the mindset of it's just baseball.
Yeah.
When did you so you figured out like late Saturday night that you were starting on Sunday? Was there any like a little extra to that because it was your first SEC start?
No, I don't think it was. I was just maybe kind of expecting it because I was on the hot list Friday and then I wasn't Saturday. So when Russell pitched Saturday and then Combs pitched, I was like, all right, I kind of put myself in a little bit of a mindset. And then Coach V confirmed that exactly, I think 10:48, which is kind of ironic, huh?
Oh,
Kind of
48.
ironic. Saturday night, and I kind of was already in the mindset when I wasn't on the hot list, but I couldn't fully put myself in that mode yet.
Okay. So V is very calculated. He knows
I
exactly
guess
what
I
it
don't
is.
know. I don't know if he meant to do that on purpose, but
It feels like it feels purposeful.
I mean, it
now.
sounded like it was meant to be.
sounds like it was meant to be.
Yeah,
And-
you talk about your uniform or your number and uniform. I have a XL in the pinstripe because you guys play games in February and March and it's cold, so I could wear it over a hoodie.
Yeah.
And so it's an XL, so it kind of looks like I'm pitching.
Yeah,
with
there you
the
go.
sleeves down to.
I don't know how many innings I've thrown in those pins, but it's a lot.
Yeah, and I mean.
Yeah, why don't we wear them on the weekends?
It's just I think V does the uniforms,
Okay.
so Tuesday's just kind of been a staple.
Okay.
That makes
See,
sense.
are you digging the cream?
Yeah, cream looks good.
Okay.
Creams always look good, but I'm a big fan of smoky grays.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
big fan.
That is I don't love them, but
I'm
there are
just a
people
big
that
fan.
hate them, so that's a
Really?
hot take. Oh yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Okay.
I think my favorite uniform is orange top and the gray pants.
Those light gray pants.
Yeah.
that actually
Looks good.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
it's a baseball look. It's
That's
the
a
baseball
baseball
gray
look.
pants.
Yeah.
It just I mean, it's saying. I feel like the pinstripes look good on any team. I mean, the orange is a nice accent to it, but I don't know. Pinstripes just look good.
I feel like everybody has pinstripes. It feels like, doesn't it?
Well, Vandy's kind of cheating. They have those
Well,
ugly
they have
gold.
that all black. That was
and
popular
black.
from the 20 whenever they won it. I think.
Oh, they
2019 where they. I think that was the first time they brought them out was Omaha. I mean,
wow.
don't fact check me on that. I was just a little.
It was kind of during COVID, so it was kind of like
Well, no, it was before.
They have an asterisk.
It was before. And then Florida has grays. Those gray pinstripes look pretty good. Ole Miss has some. I don't know if Georgia does. No, I don't think so. But
What did Ole Miss wear Friday night? Was it Friday night?
Friday night they went red, powder blue.
Yeah, you beat them in the powder blue.
Maybe
Actually, Ron rolled them.
No, it was. Have you seen Auburn's all blue uniforms?
They're not
Yes.
bad.
Like a
Really?
Navy one?
I think they're hideous. They're just blue. That's
They
it.
look good.
And they have like one orange number on the below the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
They're very
it's probably
plain.
just a baseball mind to me.
Yeah.
Because I say like I'm a fan of the smoky gray, so that's one solid color. So
Yeah.
that's probably why I'm like
More
not
orange
bad.
on that than these Auburn uniforms. At least the ones I saw, it was last Friday. They played during the day.
It's a white script, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, white script and orange number. Yeah, it's interesting. Do you think the Smoky Grays if they could use an update, what would you do to them?
I don't know. I kind of like how
Do you
they
like
are.
the orange stripe down they used to have?
See, the funny thing about that was the year after was when they got new pants,
Mm.
and then those orange stripes were our practice pants. So obviously you guys probably didn't know that, but that was my freshman year practice pants. I wasn't a huge fan,
Okay.
but when they went to the solid gray, that's where I was like, yeah,
Okay.
makes the uniform a lot better.
Have you has it really sit in with you that you've been on some like great Tennessee, like your 4 years have been like a great career
Yeah.
in terms of teams? Like, has that hit you yet? Or do you
It-
not notice because like we're Tennessee fans, we obviously know like how bad they were before.
It's hit me that this is like maybe my last year of baseball ever, but I don't like to think that way. But it's been so quick, like everything's happened so fast. I mean, freshman year I went to Omaha, and then the next year I'm on a team that doesn't even reach 10 losses. And then the next year after that I'm going back to Omaha. I mean, it's kind of been crazy. But yeah, you
Well,
said
second home in Omaha.
twice. A lot of people can't say they've been twice, but a guy who transferred to Georgia this past year has been there 3 times with Stanford. So it's got me in that category. I know him. We talk a lot. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird to be like the older guy because I'm always used to being the younger guy.
Mhm.
I love being the younger guy. And now that I'm an old dog, I'm 22 now.
You feel like you gotta be like buttoned up. You can't be goofing off in the locker room.
Oh no, I still do that. I mean, you gotta be yourself.
Well, you're not like a COVID senior. You weren't here.
No,
like,
no.
Like,
I'm here for the
Luke
4
and Evan were here for like 7
yeah,
years.
I'm here for the 4 true years. You know.
I'm also not convinced Kirby is as young as he is. He feels like he's been. I don't know why. It just feels like he's been around for like 10 years. I don't know if it's a mustache. I don't know. I have no idea.
Are y'all legit best friends?
Yeah.
Like in real life?
Yeah, it's not no act like on the field,
Okay.
like and then we hate each other off the field. No,
Yeah.
it's through and true.
Do y'all live together?
No, we don't live together.
Okay.
That's smart.
That'd be too
Smart,
weird,
yeah.
Yeah. Too much.
Because then you'd be like, too much, and then you get sick of the person.
Yeah.
So
You hate like what he does, like leaving his hair clippings all over the bathroom and stuff like that.
well, we room on the road, and he's
Okay.
perfectly fine.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
Have you been on his
Quick,
podcast? Does he still do it?
the Stash Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been on there. I was like one of the first 5 episodes or something.
I'm
then we-
just-
And then we did like a season or preview, and then with his father. So
okay.
So he lets people go on now that don't have mustaches.
oh yeah,
Seems fraudulent to me.
seems fraudulent. Yeah, you guys could probably get on there. All you gotta do is text Kirby.
I mean, I'm just waiting for a call.
You're
Bring in the righty.
you're wearing the hat we want.
Oh,
Like, it
the-
kind of looks like a Kirby worn
The
hat
nice
without just.
smoky gray.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
almost
got
a
some age
brown,
to it.
man.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looks good because of the fading a little bit.
Yeah, it looks
You're
kinda
wearing
brown.
it in.
but it's
A little
like
Carhartt.
it's real nice though.
color.
I'm still jealous. I'd
I
take
mean-
that hat.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a
Pap
This
said he's
was-
gonna hook us up. I don't know if that's known around the complex, but he said he's gonna.
there are rumors that there are new ones. There's a couple of players got them, and I'm like, what if I got a new one?
Mm.
What
But I
if?
kind of like this, you know?
You just take it and just to have it, just so you have it, and then you can
Like,
give it to one of
case it
us if
up.
you never wear it.
Yeah, there you go.
It'd be like, I love how you guys have memorabilia here. It'd be one of those where
Yeah.
you just case up a hat and
Oh,
just
yeah.
lay it there.
I've got the hat I wore to the Alabama game. It's one of my favorite hats.
Yeah.
I framed it. It's in there with the newspaper and the grass clippings, and I framed it.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys went crazy over that win.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I get the whole Tennessee
Did
history.
you smoke a cigar though?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm kind of like stay away from all that stuff.
That's fair.
That was my first one. My first cigar was
Really?
Bama. Yeah.
That's nice. But you guys went crazy over that, and I'm like, geez.
Imagine.
'Cause I wasn't big into college football.
Right.
Like I'm like a Steeler fan.
Kind of Georgia
So,
fan.
No, I'm actually not. Like I'm not gonna lie.
This is a big series for you coming up, though, right?
person.
Okay.
It's personal.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I give my friends back at home just poop.
Yeah.
You know about
And you're
Georgia,
gonna
but-
text them on Sunday if things go
No,
well.
no. See, I believe in karma. See.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
That's fair. But like you might be like, hey, did you guys happen to tune in at the
Yeah,
FP network this
like
weekend?
after, if I do good after, then I'll be like,
Just
tune in-
making sure you
did
guys
you
caught
tune in on
this.
Easter Sunday.
Yeah, what the heck? Y'all play on Sundays?
Yeah, I think we've always
Isn't- I mean,
always done that.
Tony's gotta be Catholic, right? Surely. It's
Well,
Italian.
they go to sunrise service and then they
Okay.
play. Yeah.
That makes
because
sense.
it's at 2.
Yeah.
It is at 2.
Yeah. So you got plenty of time.
Okay.
Happy Easter, to everybody. out
Yeah.
there.
Happy Easter.
Good Friday.
Oh, it is.
You guys play on Good Friday as well. You
Yeah.
guys just grind doesn't stop.
And then guess what? I think, or no, not next week, but the week after, and then the week after we play Thursday series. So we have Missouri and Florida.
Mm.
We'll be there at the Missouri Friday game.
I'll be there Sunday. No, Saturday.
Well,
I'll be there
we
Saturday.
won't be there Sunday.
They're here?
This Sunday.
Oh, with this
yeah,
Sunday?
this,
Sunday.
this Saturday.
Oh, I thought you meant
I'll be here this Saturday. Be not here, but Lindsey Nelson.
okay.
Yes.
LNS. Gotcha.
Yep.
I might go
Hornets
Sunday.
Nest.
2:00? Plenty of
Really?
time.
2 o'clock's plenty of time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why not? Yeah.
Well, my mom's birthday, I would go.
Oh, yeah. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Mom.
Yeah, thanks.
March are the best birthdays.
Well, it would be April.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'll be April by then. I still consider it.
I'll
still
close,
consider-
close enough.
I'll still consider it. April Fool.
So when you are pitching, so you pitch Sunday, start, get the first 3 outs, second batter, big out, big out.
Apparently, that's what the theme was all week. but
Yeah, big out. And then Kavaris Tears comes up in the first inning and hits an absolute tank. How does that feel for you going back out on the mound? Just be like, hey, we're up 2-0, baby.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's always good to pitch for the league because you kind of get the stress off yourself, even if you give up a run, because like you have a lead at that point. But to be honest, I'm sitting in the corner of the dugout, like I'm sitting down, so I see nothing that's going on the field. But I mean, I predicted this. I mean, I said he was the X factor from the beginning. Like
Tears?
Yeah, tears.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it's coming to fruition right now, and I'm like, well, I saw it coming. Like,
yeah, I don't know what you guys were doing.
No,
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
What's he bench? Is it insane? I feel like it is.
Well, see, we live separate.
Oh, okay. So you don't know.
So it's not
okay.
I think I said. Well, I said pitchers are the quarterbacks of football. I think the pitchers are more like the kickers of football. It more sounds like you're on like you.
Yeah.
That the amount of time you got to spend at the golf course.
Special teams, special players, special players, brother.
Brother.
But yeah, so you can say that because
don't even lift with them.
If a kicker misses a field goal, it's a kicker's fault.
Mm-hmm.
But if he nails it, he's a hero.
No,
yeah.
So it's the same thing with pitching. If he gives up 8, it's like, oh well, that's easy. Mm-hmm. But if he goes 8 shutty, it's like, oh, that's easy. You know,
especially in Lindsey Nelson, it's tough to do.
I'm not. I mean, I'll put on record. I'm not a big fan of how small our park is.
Yeah,
not a big fan.
Yeah. Do you feel like how many though? Do you honestly feel like you get hit, you turn to see that home run? Like how many times have you been? I guess you don't think in that moment. Maybe go home that night. You're like, that wouldn't have been out at X Park.
I don't do like.
You did tell us that you've given up some bombs.
I have. No, see, I'm honest. I'm like, you know what? That's gone anyway.
The reason I asked that is I just feel like there are a lot. I mean, I joke about Luke Lipsius. The dude hit so many line drives to the bullpen. I mean, he feasted on that small wall at like 309 to the corner. What is it on that corner? Is it 320 to the right corner? Okay.
Yeah. Plays a lot shorter.
Yeah.
That wind going out, man.
If you catch that wind,
yeah. But I just feel like there's a lot of
hit one in there. Was that on Sunday? Oppo? I think it was. It was one that I'm like.
Did he hit one Saturday?
Yeah,
like
that is.
Blew it out.
Yeah, I was like, that is a.
I feel like the majority
ball
of Tennessee's home runs, I'm like, that's out in it because you see people complain about it, and I'm like, I don't know. That's why I'm curious. I know there's some for sure.
I think it's just where the park is because we're so close to the river. We're gonna have a wind.
Yeah.
Some direction. When the sun goes down, the wind obviously doesn't blow as hard, but
it also helps us out too. Like it sucks for you as a pitcher, but it does help us out some too.
Yeah, and then other parks, it's like Bama. Bama is the same dimensions, same exact dimensions, 390, shorter in the gaps, or 360 in the gaps and 320 in the corners. And that place plays big.
Really?
It's not because the wall is maybe like a couple feet higher.
Okay.
But it's still
it just feels like it.
It plays big because it doesn't carry.
Gotcha.
It's just depending on where your park's, I guess, pointed.
Yeah.
Because like if you flip Lindsey Nelson around and you build a stadium, the wind's getting blocked. Maybe we have a different park.
Yeah, but then you're hitting into the football facility during spring practice. Those are critical hours.
And then Milton's throwing the football on our field. And then
that's dangerous.
There have been some. Bean keeps telling me that Joe Milton's going to the Steelers.
Okay.
He keeps telling me that.
Are you in?
Well, what round?
We have enough quarterbacks.
Yeah, we have enough quarterbacks now, but
are you
I'm taking a job from
fan?
you?
Or are you bought in? What did you do with your Kenny Pickett jersey?
Oh no, I kept it.
Okay.
I'm true with him.
Okay.
When we got Russell, I was like, okay, all right, this is perfect. 1-year deal. Let's mentor Pickett. That's it. Let's just mentor. If he gets hurt again, boom, we have a great guy to have in there. Great team guy. Then all of a sudden we get rid of him. I posted on my Instagram story. I was like, no words. Dot with a sad face. Because I was like, what are we doing? Because we signed like an old quarterback. Now we get rid of a young quarterback. It kind of made me feel better with Fields, but with Fields coming in now being a backup, I don't know how I truly feel about that.
Yeah, they should get to duke it out.
I think they should, and I think Fields would probably win, in my opinion, if they had a true
I think more
Because
people in the locker room would definitely like Justin Fields better.
They're
Than
probably.
See,
I think Pickens is wanting. Like, I'm not a Steelers insider, but I'm pretty inside. Like, I think Pickens likes Fields a lot, and now that we got rid of Deontay,
Yeah, thanks for that.
yeah, you're
We
welcome.
needed one.
But he'll do just fine. He's a great route runner,
We need that.
But you got to give him the ball.
Separation.
Got to
That's
give him
what
the
we need.
ball. We've had our years with AB. AB was great when we had, when we had 2013, 2010 AB. And then all of a sudden he got paid. And then
he was the best receiver in the league year or two, like by far.
By far. Who remembers Julio Jones with the Falcons going for like crazy numbers?
Oh,
It's
I
good
remember
fantasy
that
pickup.
vividly.
Yeah,
We had to play him twice a
would,
year.
Yeah, in the Georgia Dome.
God. And just crap corners. It's fun. So you're all in on Russell Wilson. Have you, like on team buses or team planes, have you like done like a workout routine like through the aisle?
Like, what do you mean?
That's what he does on the
like,
plane.
I don't like when he goes, Steeler Nation, here we go.
Yeah, let's ride.
I'm just waiting for the meme. We're like 0-5, and it's, people are posting that on the internet, and you're like, well, geez.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. He's a Tim Tebow guy, but Tim Tebow like has a reason he's weird. I can't quite figure out why Russell Wilson's weird.
Credit to Tim Tebow for what he did at Florida and in Denver. I still remember that slant pass.
He was better at Denver than Russell Wilson was.
That was the Steelers just sucking though in that moment.
Well,
if we're being honest,
Mike Taylor got stiff armed and then it was over.
Yeah, you remember that game?
I do. I was standing. I was like, "We're in Denver, 24-24, first play overtime. It's over."
Have you been to a Steelers game?
Oh yeah, I went to the Atlanta game last year, and they play Atlanta again, so I'll go to that one. I've been to Tennessee a lot. That was my first game.
Okay.
First ever game was LP Field when the Titans were really, really good because we lost 31-14.
What year was that?
Like 08, 09. It's when we won the Super Bowl though.
Okay.
But yeah, and I went to Heinz Field once. They played the Raiders.
Team? Was that the wild card team that shouldn't have been there?
No, you guys were like, not you, but you're a Tennessee fan, aren't you?
Titans,
yeah,
mildly,
but they were like good. Like this.
That would have been probably Chris. That would have definitely been Chris Johnson.
Cortland Finch and Kenny Britt.
Yeah.
I think Vince Young was our quarterback, or that might have been before Vince Young.
That would have been
Collins,
his rookie year. I think
that was his probably best year.
I think it was his rookie year.
It was a stacked team, and that's when the guy stomped on the terrible towel. I forget his name, but I have been to Heinz Field once. It was when Richard Seymour like clocked Ben in the face, and I was right next to the Raiders like locker room, so he got ejected. But I haven't been to Pittsburgh since, and I'm trying to get back.
Okay.
So what's it called now? It's not Heinz Field anymore.
Acrisure Stadium.
Acrisure.
I call it Heinz Field.
Yeah.
You should.
Just like Thompson Bowling, it doesn't leave.
Oh yeah. What? Food City?
Food City Center, baby.
Yeah.
That's where I do my grocery shopping. No free ads.
No free ads.
Those gas points, they're good. What are they going to rename? You got an insight on renaming on Lindsey Nelson?
I thought they would go with Todd Helton Field, but keep like Lindsey Nelson.
Oh no, they're selling those rights, brother. Unless Todd Helton's got $10 million lying around, which he may.
Because they took down Lindsey like Field on the wall, and I was like, oh, they're renaming. Here it is. But they just did a different font.
I didn't even know they did that. There's no news about that.
Well, see, that's why, because it didn't get renamed.
Well, we're not insiders.
Well, speaking of Lindsey Nelson,
saying you're an insider probably makes you an insider now.
Yeah, all you got to do is say, yeah, I got inside knowledge.
Yeah,
I'm an insider for Tennessee baseball.
Yeah, I've been inside Lindsey Nelson.
Yeah, there you go.
Does it feel like, have you gotten used to it? Because I mean, you guys, your like first time in it was the first day. It was your first game. First day it was done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were still probably bolting seats down. And
yeah, a little bit
while y'all were taking BP.
Yeah, I remember when it was just picnic tables. Obviously, there's picnic tables down the left field line, and then it moved to like a bleacher because we had the supers there, and we needed obviously Coach V wanted more fans, so we put the bleacher there. And then we made that permanent for 22. And then they started knocking down trees, and it looks totally different now.
Do you like pitching when it's full or when there's not a lot of people there?
I
Like, do you
think-
like behind home plate? Do you like that to be full?
Oh, you're talking about the MVP seating, aren't you? Yeah, I would like. You know what? Yeah, I would like it full because either way, I think when you're up top, I still feel like Lindsey Nelson still feels like you're on top of you anyway.
Yeah.
So it feels loud to a sense, and it feels like full. But yeah, you bring a good point because some games you're like, dang, we got a lot of people here, but then you look and it's like scattered where the TV would be pointing. And it's like,
Well, it doesn't help they're just giving away nachos. So people have to go hang out in there and just eat nachos all night.
yeah.
Hey, I just have to do it to get the bats going. Do you ever get on to your teammates when they're not scoring for you?
No.
Like Southern Indiana, you're like, guys, can I get some help? I got
You know what?
10
That
Ks.
that game reminded me of high school because I went like 5 and 2/3. Even though I gave up a homer, I had so much fun.
Okay.
I had so much fun. It was a tight ball game, midweek mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't want to go down to the Screaming Eagles.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I had so much fun, and I think it took for me to give up a run to be like, oh,
We're playing.
yeah,
It's a ball game.
there it is. And then they scored
Okay.
2 right after that, and then boom.
So
What do you
you
think?
ever thought about just maybe like right out the gate, giving one up so the bats don't have to
Yeah.
You know,
wait to come around?
Sometimes that happens. Just give one up. You give one up, and then they score 5 in the bottom. You're like, what if I didn't give one up? Yeah.
Is that the worst feeling? Is like when you know it's out and you got to like call for the ball and he's just like drawing around the bases.
Especially Lindsey Nelson, you know when it's gone. You're like, oh boy.
If you feel one go out, just turn around and you can just erase that MI.
Okay. You're like, yeah, these guys probably don't want to do their show again.
Does anybody say anything to you when you come back in after you give up a long home run? Or do you just go straight in the? I'll see a lot of pitchers go straight in the back. Where y'all
It
going?
just depends on the locker room's back there.
Okay,
So we
you just
go in the locker room.
go in there and maybe throw some
Wouldn't it-
some words out.
See, it's probably nice to be a batter in that situation because they have something they can just break stuff with,
Yeah,
whereas
what
you
are we
don't.
gonna do with a
yeah.
glove?
Yeah, you kind of look like you really look like a toddler if you start throwing that thing around. Like, you're just pitching a fit.
Yeah. Baseball's weird because some days you throw a pitch and they don't hit it, and then you could throw the exact same pitch the next week, you'll be gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're working with the human element of an umpire,
Yeah.
where it's like some days that's a strike,
And
some days
it's-
and then also sometimes it's definitely a strike, and they're not
Mhm.
calling it. Do you like though, like being able to work an umpire, being able to kind of show him where the zone is?
Yeah, if I can get a little bit off.
Like,
that's
don't you feel like
perfect.
it would suck? I don't know. I'm curious to have the robot zones because then you can't really.
No, because I think it gets smaller.
Yeah, it's hard to
'Cause
like.
It's so tedious. Like it's already small. I think the strike zone is too small.
Okay.
I think it's too small. And then everybody's like, yeah, I get hitting is hard. Totally understand that. But if you don't swing a bat, the pitcher has to throw it 3 times
Yeah.
in this invisible box. And the human element of an umpire has to call it a strike,
Right.
like saying if they don't swing. And then if they throw 4 balls, you're on base.
Honestly, I would not swing. If it was coming in that hard, I
No.
wouldn't swing. No
I
shot.
feel like the percentages, if there's got to be something out there that, okay, if he throws 70% strikes, he's going to walk. If we don't swing, what about the other like 30%?
Okay,
You
yeah,
know,
we're going
you
with the
know-
chart says Bush
You
Jones
know what I'm
style.
saying?
I like that.
Well, but
Have you noticed? I got into some college baseball conspiracy theories the other day. Do you feel like it's a hitter's ball this year? I've heard it's rock hard.
it's been a hitter's ball ever since.
They're saying it's harder this year.
I think definitely from non-conference to SEC, there's a difference in the ball because
Okay.
I remember I was talking to Dylan Loy. He's like, why does this ball feel so different? I'm like, yeah, welcome to the SEC. Bud. And then when you get to Hoover, that ball's different too.
Yeah. What's up with them adjusting in the middle of
field's
the?
way bigger, so they gotta do something.
Mm.
And then Omaha, that field's big. That ball feels like regional, super. They all feel.
Hmm.
even though it looks like the same, but
Right.
it just feels different.
Juice up a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they can just change them. They can even year to year and how they play.
Yeah,
that's pretty wild.
I think the MLB ones are too. There's way too many homers.
Yeah,
and you're telling me like these guys that are throwing 95 are just giving up homers just like this. Yeah.
What about Charlie Condon? What in the world?
That's what prompted the debate was his. Are you talking about his ball that got hit? I mean,
I'm saying
like a pop fly to third that ended up going out. Is that the one you're talking about?
My thing is this weekend, let's not pitch to him. Just walk him.
We were joking around as a pitching staff. We were like, I think he hits third in the order.
Yeah.
So you get 2 outs, just 4, and then get an out.
Yeah. I think that's the way to play.
But I mean, I don't know. We're still playing a series with the top 2 home run teams in the SEC.
Oh, it's going to be a derby.
In Lindsey Nelson.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be like that. I think there was a Central Michigan game where they scored like 31 runs. Yeah, that's
pitchers ERAs might be up.
Yeah. We need to get the guys like hitting when Beam's pitching. He's had a tough go up the past 2 weekends.
Okay. He's doing just fine, and again, it's baseball, and some days, like I said, some days they swing at a pitch, they hit it out.
Mm-hmm.
They swing at the same one, they ground out.
Yeah. Well, Friday it was pouring down rain. We're hitting all these bombs, and then Saturday was kind of nice. And
I was calculating math in my head. I think on Friday nights alone in the SEC, which we've only had 2, we're outscoring opponents 26-6. And then on Saturday, we haven't won a Saturday.
Have you heard about the 3rd inning stat? Y'all are outscoring opponents like 56-10 in the third.
Just the third.
Just the 3rd inning.
That's pretty stupid.
See, I didn't get that in depth, but just going off SEC.
Well, you got out of there before.
Are you?
Okay. Hey, that's why. Yeah. There we go.
Are you doing this on your phone in the middle of the game? You're just I wonder what.
No.
Oh, okay. I mean,
when you're just chewing gum or eating seeds, you kind of put the numbers together. Yeah.
Is it weird only playing like once a week?
Kind of, but you just get used to it.
Yeah.
Like in high school, you played every day.
Yeah. No, it's.
But college is like a little bit of a. I guess there's a totem pole in college, obviously, but it's kind of like a punch in the gut, like a humbling gut.
Was it nice you pitched twice last week?
Yeah, two starts in 1 week. That's rare.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get a 3rd against Tennessee Tech, but no.
Glad we got them back.
We were talking. I was talking to the guys in the locker room. I'm like, to the freshmen, like, you guys don't know who these guys are. You just don't know.
Yeah, they become Superman.
And I was talking to Cal. I was like, watch, we're just gonna blow them out, and they're not gonna get the full effect.
Yeah.
Tennessee Tech, of course.
Yeah.
But I will say it was 1-0 there for a while.
Yeah.
It started to feel like
here we go again.
Here we go.
Did you think about maybe leaving like a wooden bat in like Tony's locker that week? Just like, hey, remember that?
Real stupid.
Do y'all give him a hard time about it like people do online? No. Does anybody? You think it'd be funny if you did, or you think he'd hate it? Like you're giving him,
you would have to catch him on the right day.
You're giving him a hard time not because you think it's funny, but because you see people online going after him for it.
Then he'd probably hate it.
Okay.
But if it was just you to him, then.
But okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like it is what it is.
He's done coach just fine in midweeks.
Yeah, no,
Tech's just.
I just think it's funny that
different.
You go to Smoky Stadium, big deal. Play with wooden bats, big deal. And then you lose to Tennessee Tech. It's just funny how it all culminates. It's baseball, like you said. I mean,
guys happen. Hits one dead center. On the boys, you're just like with a wooden.
Well, it was before like Ben finally found his slider and such. Yeah. So like everybody, like the whole scouting report said, sit heater. Of course.
Yeah.
If you time it up twice, I think
just close your eyes and swing.
Yeah. I mean, but look at him now.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah. I mean, it's just how all that happened. I think it's very funny that everyone blames the wooden bats. That's why I think it's funny.
I really don't think, because if you watch that game over and over, there's a guy who was throwing a curveball
in the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But hey, it's baseball.
It's baseball.
It's nuts.
Do you feel like you're doing a good job this year of killing the narrative?
See, I didn't understand. See, I respect Burns a lot. I knew you were going there.
I don't.
but,
That's
like,
not for me. That's not
it's
even a
it's
shot at
okay.
Burns. That's a shot at Wake Forest
It's-
and their social media team.
I don't know what
They deleted the tweet.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Like the narrative's always been there. Burns has been good. Like
Yeah.
Burns has
Yeah, I
been
don't know what.
very good. It's not like he just was like a freshman that didn't pitch here and then went to Wake Forest
Right.
and then started
He's a
pitching
stud
good.
now.
Yeah.
But no, like
They found
I still
a
talk to
diamond in the
him.
rough. Okay,
I
They-
still talk to him. I got him on NHL. I got
Oh, yeah?
him, and he's like he beat me a couple times, but yeah, I respect what he did, and I know people don't like him anymore around here, but you know,
which I didn't get that feeling, and I still don't know if that is like for the majority. I'm sure there's some people that are like, "Oh, you transfer, screw you."
He didn't go to LSU. So
Yeah,
that was-
he didn't go to a rival either. So it's like, you know,
No,
who cares? He's
I-
out. He's gone. I honestly kind of forgot he's a Wake Forest until they sent the tweet.
yeah,
I just don't care.
When I was talking to him doing the whole portal thing. I mean, nothing really came up in the SEC.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm not saying like SEC schools didn't want him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's not the case, but I think he specifically.
LSU put in a strong ass offer.
I think
Per Will
he
Wade.
specifically wanted to go somewhere that benefited him. That's
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't blame him for what he did. I just, like I said, I think it's funny that Wake Forest tweeted that out. because
Yeah,
What's number one? What's the narrative? No one knows. We're still asking.
I don't know.
They did move him up to Friday. Did you see that?
They did.
In fact, I mean, I think everyone was the opposite of like, that kid's really freaking good.
Yeah.
Especially after he goes from being a freshman All-American starter to one of the best bullpen guys
Yeah,
in,
and I
in
didn't-
the
I didn't-
nation.
I get like sometimes our fans are, our Tennessee fans.
Yeah.
They kind of like went after him. I was like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to a guy who's,
Yeah.
done it for us. Like,
Yeah.
He sent us to him,
Yeah. It's one of those things that
I think
it's like the sucky part of sports fandom,
Yeah.
but it's also one of those things that when you think about it, it's like, well, not everybody's a good person, and you don't get like super passionate fans
Yeah.
without people that are like way too over the top.
I mean, I
with
look
it.
at it like us trading Kenny Pickett.
yeah.
It's like, dang, but I'm not going to hate the organization.
And you don't know what happened like behind the scenes. Like you only
Yeah.
see like, oh, I'm leaving Tennessee to go to Wake Forest, which is another really good baseball program. But you're saying like, hey, I'm cool with what he did, like whatever.
I'm cool with what he did. I
Yeah.
mean,
And I feel like
gotta
if,
sell Mahomes, so it's
if
not-
Tennessee fans like heard like the baseball team probably talk about that, I think they'd have a different.
They probably
take.
would.
It'd change some minds, but I think there's still people that are so just like
Yeah.
Tennessee, the school, the team does no wrong.
Yeah. I hope he does well unless he faces Tennessee.
Yeah,
in
then I
Omaha,
hope.
and then I'm like,
No, I hope he does really well. And he's already been named ACC pitcher like what,
Yeah.
3 times this year of the week. I mean,
Yeah.
like 3 times.
man, that's pretty good.
Which
Another thing about the portal, it's funny to see like on Twitter and stuff when we get a guy from the portal.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah, and then
it's a give and
when
take.
when somebody leaves for the portal, they're like, oh, you shouldn't have left. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, it's so much given. It's so much give and take that, like I said, I think there would be some reasonable people that would see it that way, but it's just sports fans are insane.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That everyone loves Billy Amick. And it's like he's did essentially what
Well, yeah, he
Chase
left-
Burns did.
like,
Yeah.
Clemson, where not only he was successful, like that's a team that
They're good. This
in
year, too.
any other
They're-
regional they
they're like-
probably advance. Not any other, but
Yeah.
several other regionals they advance. Like
yeah.
it's one of those things that's just like you can't cheer for one and boo the guy for the other.
Yeah.
You don't have to cheer for Chase Burns, but like just forget about him. He's
The
on your
portal
team. Who
giveth,
cares?
the portal
Yeah.
taketh. That's what
Sure.
happens.
William Shakespeare.
The portal is kind of like out of control though, right? I'm not saying necessarily like in your
Yeah,
like
it's-
you have guys, the dude from Alabama. That's where I can't
Coleman? Luke Coleman.
football.
Oh,
What's his name? I don't remember. He transferred to Iowa. Now he's already back at
Oh,
Alabama.
I don't
Caden,
even
Caden
know.
Proctor.
Caden Proctor.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
He's an
it's-
offensive lineman.
Yeah. And he transferred to Iowa, then got Iowa in trouble for tampering, and now he's back at Alabama before spring practice. It's like that one. I'm like, I don't know how you I mean, I guess you just say you can't do it, but I'm like, it's hard to be like,
Imagine,
yeah,
Imagine coming back You left,
Yeah, I don't really get it.
and then you came back.
I get like,
bit of a
you know, if a new coach comes in, you want to go fill the portal out. I get that, but
I just
you
think
transfer a school, like you shouldn't be able to come
Yeah.
back.
just the portal was weird to me, and obviously it was different from when I was a freshman compared to now.
Yeah.
Because like portal, you can just go hop in, hop out, hop back in. Apparently,
Well, then I
Yeah.
mean, transfer how many schools you want to. It's like
Yeah,
that's how I make
it's-
transfer once, okay. Transfer twice, okay. Transfer 3 times, buddy. It's probably you.
Yeah,
Like-
like I
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about the portal because it's so different now. And then obviously NIL. Like I think my kids are gonna have to sign a contract to college. Like here's like, you know, here's 4 years, you know, 200,000 or something,
Wow.
you know.
Not bad.
So like, well, it's not bad, but
Your kid's gonna go to Tennessee.
I have no idea. I don't even know what sport he's gonna like. But if he doesn't like baseball,
Golf.
we are going golf.
Okay. Tennessee's got a good program.
Yeah, they do.
There you go. Tennis?
Badminton, maybe.
That'd be sick.
Pickleball.
That would also be sick.
So is that like the new thing?
It's like a rich person thing.
It's
Like,
it would be like if
it's like people that are too lazy to
What's
play
a-
tennis, play pickleball.
They wanna
yeah.
go outside because they don't want to play ping pong.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it's like a baby between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's the rule? Like I know there's a line that you can't
Oh,
cross.
brother. I don't know.
I don't
Like
know.
you have to let it bounce. Because I'm like, if they hit it up, I'm
I think you can.
spiking
I think you still hit it like that.
yeah.
I don't understand the rules at all. I've never played it.
Hmm.
Played a little tennis.
Tennis. Me and Kirby played tennis one time. We were just at the tennis courts,
Just going at it.
just going at it.
That should be your off day
I was
routine.
sweaty.
Oh, dude, it's tough.
It's tough. I didn't know
It'd be-
how wide it was. Like
yeah.
it looks wide, but dear Lord.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of running. It's a
Oh.
good little cardio.
Mhm.
I would say it'd be a
what
good
I'm doing.
off day activity, but if you really get into like the serves, it's not necessarily good on your
If
shoulder
you're
either.
Playing a game set match.
Yeah.
we'll be here for 3 hours.
Deuce.
Right.
Deuce.
Are y'all competitive when you
Well, we only
go
play
at it?
like tennis like twice.
well, I mean just like anything.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
we
too competitive to go
want
out
to
there
win.
and just
Want to win. Just will.
yeah.
Well,
That's
was
fair.
Southern Indiana like an awesome moment for the two of y'all?
That felt so good because, like I said, I had so much fun, and that was the first time like we pitched in a game together. Shout out to Derek Schaefer though; he did get an out. Derek
Mm.
Schaefer did get an out, so shout out to him, young freshman. He's going to be very good. He's going to be very good.
Okay.
But
I trust your opinion now.
it just felt really good, and it felt nice.
Mm.
Felt nice to finally have a game where we both pitched, not just a batter here and there, but like 8.2 innings.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, that's me and Kurt.
Do you envy his position where he can go in and throw one pitch or one out, sometimes not even an inning, and then he's done? Do you envy that, or do you like to get in the groove?
I like to get in the groove. I'm a
Okay.
big get in the groove guy, but
What's your song? Do you have a song?
yeah.
What is it?
So my walkout,
Uh-huh.
it's Hot by Pitbull and Daddy Yankee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
I
Don't
like
get to hear it much.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, like come at because you're.
Yeah, you're usually.
Or do they
starters.
play? Do they play it in the starter role?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I've
Yeah.
never heard them because it's not like a
He's too busy getting
thing.
nachos.
Yeah.
He's too busy getting beer.
I guess I didn't realize starting pitchers had a song.
Yeah, Beans is White Horse.
Okay.
I don't know what Kazi's is, but it usually happens like right away.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it just feels like they're probably playing just another random song over the last week.
Well,
at
and they're
that
like
point.
talking sometimes too.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
yeah. There's a little bit of noise like implemented in there as well.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. Yeah, I thought that was for bullpen guys. Pitcher was.
No. It's for everybody.
I'm not
Well,
dogging you over here.
I'm both though.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever. I haven't gotten to go to many midweek games. Used to live 2 hours away, and then before that, so I don't. Have you? I guess you came out of the bullpen some midweeks, right?
My freshman year. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, not a lot though.
Not a lot because
He's mostly
sophomore year I
started.
started.
Yeah.
Well, then Blade did a few rehab starts because
Okay.
he was hurt, and we can talk about that now because it was 2 years ago. That was
Yeah.
22. So he had a few starts, and then it came out of the bullpen some. But overall, I started every midweek thing.
Okay.
Do you have a preference, or you just like to throw?
I just like throw.
Okay. Do
Baseball
you ever
guy.
wish you could swing it again? Could you still swing?
You know, I didn't run this by Coach V yet, but when we play Belmont, if it's, kind of a big lead, comfortability is high. Hey, let me go play the outfield and then come in swinging.
Okay.
Who did that
That's one of
last
my-
year?
Joyce. Or
Joyce.
Halvey did too.
Okay.
Where are you out in the outfield? Wherever? Or?
I'm right. I feel
Okay.
more comfortable in right.
You gonna rob
I was
one?
thinking like me, Curb, Stom, last midweek, last ride.
Curb and center.
We'll put Curb in center.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about racing Kirby out to first base to get all the batting gear?
No, that's his thing.
You should do it one time just to mess with him.
Randomly,
Yeah.
Just beat him.
just run it.
That's a position I'd play in baseball if I had one. Is
Yeah.
that guy?
Yeah. I
You
don't know about beating them though.
Do you have a dugout job?
Sit there, look pretty, eat gum, chew seeds.
at the end.
More on the bench, and then I move.
Okay. It was weird, like seeing like Sunday, seeing like the whole team like line up for the national anthem, and you and Curb were usually like the last two to go in the dugout. It was weird seeing you at the mound, and Kirby
Yeah.
was there by himself.
Dang, poor Kirby. Poor guy.
Basketball. You want to talk some basketball? You made 25 brackets.
25?
Yeah.
That's a lot of brackets.
Like, yeah,
That's so
I
many.
made 5 women's brackets too.
oh
I
my
made one
God.
with one of us, or Tennessee winning,
Okay.
and
Still alive.
still alive. But I created like about 3 or 4 that are legit. I gave thought, switched some games around, and then the others were kind of see how perfect we could get.
Mm.
Because you never know.
No.
I don't think-
What's your best bracket right now? Like, what are you shooting?
Oh, best bracket I think has, last time I checked, which was like earlier, it had like UConn winning.
Is that like do you have any big bust in there? Like, do you have like Kentucky going far or
I had
Auburn?
going far.
Yeah, I had Auburn losing to Yale.
But the one I paid attention to, I had Kentucky going far.
Mhm.
I had them Elite 8 not because
they should be in the
Just
Elite Eight.
upsets happen.
they should be. It's just like I thought, they were kind of good in the. I didn't really watch the SEC tournament, which I should. But I had Mississippi
Florida,
State.
didn't they?
Mississippi State bounced first round. I had Colorado beating Florida.
Mm.
Okay.
Even though Florida went on that run, I was like,
They had
they were
get hurt too.
they were
That
a
was
team that played really good against good teams. Like if
Yeah.
they played Marquette in the
Yeah.
second round,
They
they
probably
probably
beat.
would have gave them a run for their money.
Yeah.
But like they played an okay Colorado team, and I was like, no.
Mhm.
I do a little research on it. I mean, I'm not.
So where'd you have NC State going? They're hot right now.
NC State? I had them winning, but again, I had
Kentucky.
Kentucky,
Yeah.
and then Oakland. Oh. But one bracket, random 25. When you click that random button,
Oh, so you don't even like fill them out? You just
well, yeah, because that would take forever. I had NC State Sweet 16 versus Oakland. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Mm.
So there was something there. I mean, I have a perfect bracket if I were to put everything together.
Oh yeah, there you go.
For my 25. But
yeah.
it's just
They should give you something for that.
Yeah, But I mean, it's so hard to get a perfect bracket. And now that I've been watching like basketball for quite a long time, I'm 22 now. I still remember when Florida Gulf Coast beat Georgetown.
Oh yeah.
That busted my bracket.
Mm.
That was years ago.
We talked about it this year. The Lob City. You know what they
Yeah,
call them?
Lob
City.
City.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to get a perfect bracket. Now that next year I'm going to go into it going, you know what? This team's win. I'm going to have like a weird bracket
Mm-hmm.
because that's basically what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just this year especially I overpicked the upsets.
Mm.
I did
Like
too.
I didn't pick Oakland, but there's a lot that I trying to remember who I think I had Nevada winning, which
They should've.
technically
They
on
should've.
paper wasn't an upset, but in terms of seeding,
Yeah.
They should have won anyway. They were up.
trying to remember some other random ones that didn't
my
happen. I mean,
wife-
I did have Yale
I had
beating
Duquesne.
Auburn.
You did?
I had Duquesne in one and didn't have them in the other.
Yeah. See, That's
Yeah.
how I created my brackets. Flip flop.
Right. But yeah, there's like none of them I could piece together the upsets. 'cause
And
they're
I've
just
noticed
weird.
that after the first round you can kind of really pick the winners easy. But then that second round, I feel like everything's close.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
seeding
especially
don't even
now, it's
matter.
like I don't know what to pick.
Like, I mean, UConn looks.
Unbeatable.
They're running.
That spread at 10.5. I'm like, might take that. Might take that.
Hey, storyline. This is a rematch of a blowout last year.
But yeah, then so yes, that makes me think like otherwise, but
No, UConn's really good.
yeah, but also they like re-ranked the top 16 and San Diego State's last. No, San Diego State.
Oh.
They have San Diego
See,
State.
you can't go off of that though,
No,
because
we
it's
can't.
March.
I know.
Because NC State's won what?
Key ingredients, madness.
Like 7 straight games.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be.
We say madness, but like it's kind of worked out. Besides NC State, it's kind of worked out everything else.
Yeah. Which
Like
It-
it's
it
like it's
has.
supposed to.
I wanted the New Mexico Lobos. I was
Yeah.
high on them,
Yeah, they got.
but then they just.
I think I picked them to win. Yeah, the first
I
round
picked
game.
them. I picked them Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Because I thought if they win against Clemson, I figured they would.
My wife had a perfect bracket the first day. The
What?
second,
Never. I've never had that.
No.
the
Day
first
one,
day,
never.
and then the second day, I think Kentucky and Auburn both played. She picked them in the national championship. They both lost.
How did she pick? Literally random, or was it at least like school
Well,
colors?
she was like, give me your ESPN app.
Okay,
And so I
probably
handed her the
like a
phone,
lot
and
of
she like
records
looked up like records and went off that.
I'd like to know
I
how
don't
she
know
picked,
what her algorithm
picked
was.
like Yale and Duquesne. I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
And
And
then-
I love.
she didn't know how to say it. So
I love when like somebody still. Well, nobody does now, but like let's say after 3 days, because I know years ago there used to be perfect brackets when like 15 seeds won, and you go on ESPN and look at it, you're like, there's no way they sat there
yeah.
and picked St. Peter's to go to the. There's just no way.
Right.
Somebody told them, oh, just pick St. Peter's.
There was some like
Peacocks, baby, love them.
there's some NFL player that had
Bijan.
like huh?
Bijan
Yeah,
Robinson.
he had a really good
Look
bracket.
at that
I think
guy.
it was perfect through the round of 32.
Yeah, he was.
Or
oh,
no,
man.
sorry, because that was last weekend. It was definitely
First
perfect
round?
first day.
Yeah.
But I want to say like at least through maybe Friday
Mhm.
last week, he
Oh,
had a
yeah.
perfect round. Or perfect.
Because
Joey,
he
who
picked
did you
Yale. He
pick?
picked Yale
Or
and
through
then
Saturday,
he
sorry.
picked, I think he made
Did you?
look at that.
We're not here to play school. We just to make brackets.
No school. When March comes around, no school.
So you do them on ESPN. I do one on ESPN with just in a group with my family. But I do paper brackets.
See,
I like filling out
the
paper
old
brackets.
style, old school.
So I have 3 paper brackets. And then I have one that I pick round by round. So
Okay,
I don't pick the whole bracket. So that one obviously
it's perfect.
look not perfect,
Oh, it's not perfect,
but it looks better. But
Yeah.
I'm picking round by round because I knew Oakland advanced, for example.
nice.
Yeah,
If
it's
everybody
fun.
Looked at that, you'd be like, "Dang, you big Yale."
Pretty good.
I hang it up. Yeah.
Killing
I tell people this is how I'm smart.
Look
I'm
at
genius. So smart. I made the trip to Charlotte. A couple years ago, 2019, we played Auburn in the SEC championship. I went and watched us that morning. I decided to go. We got blown out. And then last Friday night, I decided to go, and I sat in there, and Landon had the thought too. He was like, "This is Caleb's fault." I was like, "This is my fault. Why did I come to this game?" So I will not be returning to Omaha with you all because
Okay.
probably not the best. You don't want me
Be
there.
in spirit.
Yeah, you don't want me there.
I wonder if y'all could sneak me in like a manager bag. No way
You can sneak golf clubs. Apparently, I don't know why we can't fit you.
Jesus.
Oh,
I would love to go to Omaha. I'd love to take a couple jealous shots.
Yeah, I mean, you probably know where everything's at in Omaha now.
Well, that place that does it is like right next to the stadium,
Oh, really?
and then LSU was there, and I mean there was a lot of purple and gold.
Yeah, they kind of get
travel
to
well.
which Tennessee's we're getting there, but they kind of get to book their trip way ahead of time.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, they had
LSU kind of knew.
I mean, they had the. We met. If you think about it, we may never see the 1-2 pick in the draft
yeah.
on the same team ever again.
Oh,
I would almost say no chance.
Like you, like it maybe in 30 years.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, come on,
Yeah, no, it's quite the
that's pretty unheard of.
no. We got to play him how many times
yeah.
last
a lot.
season?
Well, to be fair, we did in 21. We swept them, and then we
Yeah.
swept them again. So we went 5-0. So that was kind of their
Yeah.
payback. So
That's fair.
see, it works both ways.
Yeah.
The box. Speaking of like in the future, Tennessee's got some really good freshmen. Pitching wise, we saw Ariel Antigua kind of debut a little bit. What do you think about some of those guys?
Ariel, that doesn't surprise me because when he was doing that in the fall, it was like,
Dog.
geez, this guy can scoop it no matter where the balls hit. It was like kind of impressive, but that didn't really surprise me. I know that's like not great to say to the public, but
You've seen it.
as a locker room, everybody be like, yeah, that's Ariel for you. And then obviously you speak of a lot of young freshman pitchers. I mean, we got Matthew Dallas, we got Dylan Lloyd, we got Derek Schaefer, Braden Sharp, and then obviously red shirts in there. But yeah, the future's pretty bright for Tennessee pitching, and obviously at shortstop. And
Yeah.
Dean Curley.
He's pretty good too.
Dean Curley's pretty good.
He's all right.
I think he'll play third when Billy's gone. I
Okay.
think that will, like I'm saying, like next year.
Yeah.
Next year, you know what I mean?
Who plays
So-
second?
I don't know. I don't know the right side
Portal?
of the infield just
Who we
yet.
get a portal guy?
I mean, heck,
Who knows?
Who's the best
Wide
second
open.
baseman in the portal?
Well,
We'll
the
get him.
funny thing is, like, somebody's playing right now that's really, really good,
Mhm.
and that team doesn't know he's going to hop in the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like
crazy.
You're
that's the crazy thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you're not banking on that kid leaving until he leaves. You're like, crap.
Well, hey, now we got to.
Yeah,
Recruit,
replace that.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Great to have depth. Tennessee's got a lot of it.
It's good to have depth. It really is, because that'll come later in the year.
Has anyone pointed out to Dean Curley that his name sounds like he should be playing baseball in like the 1950s?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, nobody
joke-
pointed that out,
Oh.
but that now that you bring it up,
Yeah, I think y'all need
that
to like.
seems like here's Dean Curley, and, you know.
That's the voice. That's it. Y'all need to get him like an old baseball card in like black and white printed for him
With him with like
Like
a
a-
glove, like
with Kirby's mustache.
pancake glove,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and like the pants that go up to there. Oh,
you should.
boy, he's got a rocket oven on. Something like that.
Oh, if you'd only had
like
that
that.
ready for the Derby, man, that would have been a great introduction for him.
I didn't have that one in the bag. And then
They needed 2 mics up there for you guys in the Derby.
mic'd up
Both of y'all.
during a game.
Yeah. Well, no, not during the game. I'm saying
Imagine that conversation.
the Derby, the home run Derby with
Yeah.
you and Kirby. There was only 1 mic.
There was one. Well, they had it right here.
Oh, okay.
So, but up in the scoreboard,
Yeah,
there
they-
was one mic over the loud,
Mm.
but we were both mic'd up,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
so they could hear us.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. We
Do they ever mic you up for like games or practices?
I've never,
Any of you all-
never been mic'd up.
They mic up players. I saw where they put out a video with Vitello mic'd up the other day.
Oh, something
a
like
week
that.
ago.
We haven't had a player mic'd up in a while for practice. I mean, I
Is that
hope,
probably a good decision?
I hope I'm the guy.
pick
I mean, that'd be
me.
fun-
Pick me.
That'd be funny.
I'd tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll click on that YouTube video.
Was it weird not having Frank Sunday? Or is that something y'all are kind of used to?
Well, I know the freshmen aren't used to it, but I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah.
But it was nonchalant how he got tossed.
You think he had like a late day planned or something?
No, because Cal told me this. He's like, Coach A looked at him at the home plate umpire with a smile on his face. He said, "Now I know you're not going to throw me out," and that's when it was so funny. It was pretty funny.
He
I
called
just-
bluff.
yeah. You know, it's just weird. I mean, he takes a lot of off days. It would seem, you know. So I thought maybe
Wait,
he just started
was it
planning them.
last year that he had to miss the first game, or was it this year? Oh, it was last year. Last
yeah.
year,
Yeah.
because that was the Gilbert incident. Got it.
Yeah.
So
Said that.
yeah, he likes just getting
He's
sent
old
home early,
school,
man.
He'll tell you like it is. Like if he's not getting the call that he should get, and the other team's definitely getting the call that he thinks we should be getting too.
Yeah. I just like that Landon said Cal came into the dugout and Vitello was like, "What'd he say?" And he's like, "Nothing." I just like the thought of just like
He's like
Frank
really
looking at the umpires like, "That's enough."
Why?
I've heard
He's
enough
got
of
that
you.
stare.
He's got that glare. Yeah. He's all hoodied up
Oh yeah.
in 96-degree weather.
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
Hey, but
It works.
it works.
What are you gonna do?
It works.
Pretty good.
So is he just or his mound is pretty straightforward?
You know, to be quite honest, I've never.
Have you not had one?
I've never had one. With
Oh, you just get V?
I just get V. So I know I'm coming out, boys. Because I know V's not coming out here and say, "Hey, throw it over the white deal."
Yeah. No.
Nope.
He should go out there one
Does
time.
V
just to
say
mess with you.
anything, or he just like?
Well,
good
he
job?
says what's kind of on his mind, but it's more like situational stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hey, watch out for the bunt here. Well, the pitcher's coming in,
Mm.
so like you're listening to it, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
wish I was still out here, but it's okay.
You just got that lonely walk back to the dugout.
It's kind of is lonely. It feels farther when you get pulled.
Yeah. And you
Unless
gotta-
it's like a good, like you did good, then it's like short lived.
Yeah.
But like
it helps when people like stand up and clap for you.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
but if
yeah.
you're coming
When
out for
you-
like a bad reason,
when you look up and everybody's just looking at you, but it feels like
then you got to
it's-
hop over the baseline.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
You don't have the drunk guy yelling at you though, do you? On the bad ones.
I haven't heard that guy.
You haven't heard him since that one night?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Sometimes chirping on the road is funny because you kind of make friends with the dudes that are chirping.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the same age as you, pal. Come
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah.
I just have a job. You got free time. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Well, you do make 25 brackets.
You can't
It's a lot of free time.
You can't click a random button.
I went to this was, I don't know, two years ago. I went to a lot of Johnson City Doughboys games. So the summer league
Summer
team.
league team.
Yeah, I would sit behind the opposing team dugout. Just essentially all the pitchers because they don't have anything else to do.
Oh yeah,
And
the
I
pitchers don't have anything.
you end up making friends with them by the end of the
Oh
game.
yeah.
And just give them a hard time. Just
If your chirps are good, but like I'm not gonna say like hurtful because if you're hurtful, that's kind of
yeah, no,
if
you're
you're going like personal. That's on you.
yeah, no,
Like,
you don't
come
do that.
on. Like make fun of my like shoes or like,
Yeah.
glove or something.
Yeah.
But like we're easily persuaded to be
Yeah.
friends.
I ended up giving a Zen to one of the pitchers. And then we made friends.
See,
that-
that's it.
That year they had a first base coach. I'm not kidding. One of the biggest human beings I've ever seen.
Okay.
And he kept drinking out of a bottle. So I was asking what was in there. There's got to be something in there. Like this dude was ginormous. I wish I knew his name. I looked it up. Probably, honestly, that's probably what it was. My favorite part though is I'm sure you guys get into this. Like they were like eating PB&Js in the dugout.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Are you even an athlete?
Y'all eat in there? Y'all get like smoothies?
You haven't not done it before, right?
I'm not a big PB&J guy, but like we do eat snacks because our team room's like right behind the dugout, so we can just.
It's not necessarily a habit, but
It's not a habit. It's just like, dude, I haven't eaten in 3 innings. Maybe I should grab a bar.
Grab a bar. I like that.
it makes sense.
Yeah, you can do when you're a pitcher, you can do about anything you want, especially when you're not throwing. Like
Yeah.
you're not throwing. It's a great game. You just sit back.
Does it
relax.
feel weird? Do you feel like a coach? You're just like, I'm just here supporting the guys.
No, you just feel like
like a
you're a
dad.
fan.
Like a dad in the stands.
yeah, like oh, it's my son.
Where are the vibes better, the bullpen or the dugout?
Bullpen, obviously,
Okay.
but we don't sit down there,
Hmm.
so we kind of get sent down there. But when there is
Have
time
you-
in the bullpen,
I was about to say, I'm sure you spent like
Yeah.
sitting down, like
Well,
sitting back there for like an inning at least,
oh yeah,
right?
it's
okay.
it's great.
You ever get
Yeah.
hot and then they don't put you in? You're just
Yeah,
like,
I've had that happen,
hmm.
and that's just part of it. Because like, let's say
Honestly, I would do that just to like mess with you. Be like, you're going in. Nah, I'm just,
it's just sometimes it's like matchup based for bullpen guys. Like if
Mhm.
there's a lefty on deck, but there's like 2 outs, and like a righty's on the mound for like a right-handed hitter up right now, you're getting hot. You're
Yeah.
ready to go for the next hitter, and then he gets him out. It's like
Yeah.
it's just-
Sit
Okay.
down.
so
Those seats are comfy back. They
Yeah,
look
they are.
comfy, I should say.
They are.
I've never sat in them.
they are comfy.
we need to. Yeah, no one sits in those seats. Let's go. Let's get those.
I know, right? They should do for like football, like if we do some like a bullpen tailgate,
We're in. I'll be
Yeah.
there.
like just a bullpen tailgate.
I mean, I think they should have every week.
Like if we have a Saturday practice before a game, like you should be able to tailgate in, in the bullpen.
I've always said they should open up the party deck for
Yeah, you get us a
football
spot.
tailgates.
We'll have everything you need there.
Yep, more important issues.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know where you guys are.
Yeah.
You guys always been at that same spot?
So we moved since the last time you came. We're up by the church now.
Okay. Yeah. You're up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're up more.
Yeah, we're up like right next to the
right
bridge.
next to the bridge. Yeah.
Overlooking the river.
Oh.
It's scenic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Well, we got kind of pissed off of that lot. They
We show
wouldn't
up early
open
for
it.
games.
Yeah, we show up too early. And they wouldn't open it. And you have to wait on this random guy that the city sells it to open the gate.
Is it just chain link?
Yeah,
we've got a lock.
Well, we've taken stuff in before because you can walk into it. It's just parking lot. Obviously, they made us take it out one time.
Yeah,
before we could
we said
pull in.
Not getting our money.
Yeah. For the for the Alabama game, obviously we went crazy. We got there at like 4:30 that morning.
Yeah.
So
it was a
that
long
was a
day.
great game to be a part of.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, for
Great
sure.
game.
Were you there?
Yeah.
On
You
the field?
On the field, yeah.
See, I think if we wear one of those hats,
I think we just get on the field.
I think so.
You guys seem like you're on the field often.
No.
Well, when you're a pitcher, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, like I said, when you're a pitcher, you can do it.
They honor you all at almost every game, so you're down there for some amount of time.
Yes,
I know
we have recruits and stuff, and
It does seem like you guys get honored a lot, which is cool. I'm not dogging you, but
they take pride in that field, though. Like, if you step on that, oof. I mean, I've heard of people sneaking in the stadiums. I heard I think they're pretty locked down there. They got laser systems.
that's what they say.
Heck,
Is that true?
Me and Kirby, we were in Dallas. I mean, we just walked up to some security people and said, "Hey, can we get in here to the AT&T Stadium?"
While y'all are there
Yeah,
for
we
baseball,
were just walking.
pitchers can do anything, man.
We were just like this. We were like, I wonder if we can get in here. Like, now,
Were you wearing that hat?
yeah.
That's it. Man.
We walk up to this. Like, Kirby makes a sob story. Oh, my grandma's a big, blah blah blah. And I was like,
Oh my
no, watch it. The girl,
The American Idol story. This
the girl
poor
at the
security
desk,
guard.
the older girl at the desk was like, she wasn't buying it. So I was like, look, we just want to take a picture. That's it. That's all we want. So we went with the security teams, went up an elevator, just stood right there. I took a video, took a picture, and then I asked where Jerry Sweet was because obviously pointed it out. And I was like, hey, that's it. We were in there for 5 minutes.
Still pretty cool.
And then Choctaw Stadium, which is called now, but the old Ranger Stadium, got in there. That was easy, though, because there was construction going on. I mean, anybody could do
My
that.
kid's definitely going to be a pitcher.
Me and Kurt.
Must be nice.
Is that what you do on away trips? Just kind of wander around?
Yeah. When me and Curb got there, I told Curb, I'm like, we're gonna try to get into AT&T. Let's just
see what happens.
They say no, they say no. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. But I mean, there's nothing. I mean, in Alabama, Banky Hunley, Kirby, and I think Matthew Dowles was with us as well. We just went on a walk in Bama. And, Drew Beam and AJ Russell were there too. We just went on a walk, and all of a sudden, we're 45-minute walk from the hotel. We're standing next to Bryant Denny Stadium. We're like, what the heck?
So, did you Uber?
We
back?
didn't-
I'm Ubering back.
We didn't get in. We didn't get in. We had some managers pick us up.
Oh.
So we didn't have to waste our money on Uber.
Oh my god!
Did you go to Saban's statue and pay your respects?
I did. It's actually pretty neat there.
It is.
This is pretty neat. I like how they on the walkway towards the stadium they have their conference champions and the national champions in the middle. But yeah, I mean,
it kind of shows the disparity between college sports and the communities they're at when you walk around Tuscaloosa and then you show up to this gorgeous venue that is Bryant Denny. You're like, yeah, that's
and then
pretty
the
shocking.
sorority houses are locked in,
and
it's gated, and they're all right there, and they're all seems like $4.2 million mansions.
Yeah,
You're like, Jiminy.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
I hate Alabama.
But it's okay. I mean, that's just something. Just if you were there, you'd be like, "Oh, this is cool." It's not no game day. It's just something to look at.
Game day is kind of.
Did you see Willie? Roll Tide Willie?
No, I did not.
What if he was chirping
He's
you
in
at a baseball
Hollywood now,
game?
I think. He's in mainstream.
if he was chirping, I would laugh. But
I don't think you wouldn't be able to understand.
I
him.
mean, I don't think he was even at the games that weekend.
Oh, so he's not even a real fan.
He's probably he's famous now. So
Yeah,
You show up for if you aren't
mainstream.
showing up for a Tennessee Alabama game, you're not a fan, in my opinion.
So that brings a great question. So like, who is our like biggest rival? Because everybody says Florida, but then everybody
Whoever we're
thinks
playing.
Alabama.
I mean, it is like I think
it's different from sport to sport.
but it's also like a
so.
generational thing where the 90s, it was kind of like, because we beat Alabama all through the 90s.
Yeah.
So it kind of like became more highly contested with Florida because that's when they were really good.
Okay.
That was when Spurrier was there. That's when
Advisor guy.
dude won the Heisman. Blanking on his name. Oh my gosh.
Wait, who? From Florida?
Yeah. But so when my dad was growing up though, it was Alabama. It was a rivalry. So like I mean, obviously you'd naturally being a Tennessee fan, but like that was kind of like ingrained in me. Like we hate Alabama. So that's like for me, football, it's no question Alabama.
Joey, who do you hate the most? Rivalry wise? Just Florida?
See Florida.
Okay.
If Tennessee gets good and we keep playing Georgia every year,
Like close.
yeah, the next 10 years, like there'll be people that just hate Georgia more than others, I think, just because
So
of
like
the way
baseball is like different, whereas like
See, Bama's not like our biggest rival.
No.
it's,
Right.
It's probably Vandy.
it's definitely Vandy.
which I
Yeah.
mean, even like Vanderbilt, because Vanderbilt used to beat Tennessee, and like when I say used to, like in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
And Tennessee, that was the biggest rivalry for 60 years.
Yeah.
And now it's an afterthought.
So it's kind of like it varies every 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it takes like 10 years
In
to get
basketball,
established.
Basketball is Kentucky.
Well,
Kentucky.
that one's obvious.
Yeah.
That one's kind of.
So yeah, it differs for sure. But
And then like Vanderbilt used to be a huge basketball game, but Vanderbilt sucks so much lately.
all the
Not
above
anymore.
is a great answer to just everybody.
Yeah, I was just wondering who.
But like Arkansas and LSU could be like, besides Vandy, like in baseball, that's probably up there.
It's probably up there.
Yeah.
But like we don't. It's
don't-
like
we don't play
them
them
every year.
Exactly.
So,
So it's weird. So like it is Vandy, but after that, it's like Florida, maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be someone you play
So
every year.
Florida?
It's probably Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's probably the only one that I think covers all sports.
You think so?
Yeah, that
'Cause
like
I feel like Florida's pretty consistent every.
Yeah.
like the care to hate them is equal across all sports because like there's Alabama, everyone hates them in all the sports, but the care isn't there.
Now we talk about rivals, but like who's like one team that you kind of respect, like you respect.
Mm.
In any sport.
Just overall, kind of in the SEC.
See, I mean, I've always like respected Nick Saban and
Yeah.
Alabama because they've just been consistently so good.
Yeah,
Mm.
But I also don't think that's
you're just all the above.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's the same. Like I don't respect. I think Cal benefits from being a really good recruiter.
I don't think
he's an
LSU
awful
bothered
coach.
me until like baseball in recent years.
Yeah,
Because like we went down there for the football game a couple years ago.
They were
Had a
awesome.
fantastic time. Like loved every bit of it. But
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't respect any Alabama fans even as much as I respect.
yeah.
Like I do
Yeah.
respect like how Nick Saban's built it, but I think they're all
yeah, like
trash.
every team has
Yeah.
rivals, but there's obviously teams that you.
do you have
respect.
one?
Do I have one like in the SEC?
Mm-hmm.
Not a big like SEC guy, but if there was, I guess
Are you an ACC guy? Big Ten?
like if I'm honest, I'm like a Penn State football fan
Mm.
because like all my family's from Pennsylvania,
Hmm.
so that's why I like Pennsylvania sports. But I don't know if there
So
was
you hate
one-
Michigan?
No, I don't. I don't hate Ohio State. I don't hate Michigan.
Okay.
I'm not like
Okay.
not like that.
Fair
But
weather
if there was
fan.
one SEC team like in baseball, I would like respect. It'd probably honestly be Vandy because like,
Yeah.
they've been there a long time. They've won
Check
a
bats.
lot of games. They check bats.
Do you hate the Vandy Whistler as much as fans hate the Vandy Whistler?
No, met him in Omaha. He was sitting outside our hotel and we were just
Did he whistle at you?
No, no,
no.
we were. It was us and a group of guys. I think it was in 21 when we lost. So we were just just out on town in Omaha, just having a good old time. And he's just there and just like, hey, what's your name? Just
Objectively, though, what he does sucks.
And he drives like a weird van. Have you seen it?
I heard like reports that he died.
Apparently, there's 2 of them, and one of them did die.
Yeah, I met that one.
The
That
one
one
that
was
died?
cooler. That was
Rip.
with the gray hair.
I don't know what.
Yeah,
it
he had a
was.
gray hair and like a little ponytail, but he was very nice. We were like, hey, do the whistle. And he did the whistle. It was so cool.
It's terrible on TV.
But see, like,
It's
yeah,
awful.
on TV it's terrible, but like I said, once you like meet people,
Yeah.
kind of like, hey,
Oh yeah.
like if
yeah,
He's
yeah.
probably not as bad as I think he is.
well, let's just be honest. If you
He's
guys
probably
were
cool.
just in Alabama, big SEC weekend, and like you were just chilling like at your local restaurant, Nick Saban's like in the booth behind you, you'd be like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
Nick Saban. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like
I mean, I'm probably gonna
I'd probably
dog
touch
him
around
for
the
ruining
face.
college football and
no, you
making it
wouldn't.
miserable.
See, you
Making it
wouldn't.
miserable for me. I would probably give him a hard time about how miserable my life has been. Because
Yeah,
of it.
yeah,
Yeah, I
like
probably
a
would.
joke to yourself, but like you would.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm not a big Tom Brady fan, but I'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, how are
Yeah,
you?
that's true.
No, I know. I'm just, I agree.
But
with
there
you.
are some people that would be like, oh, like straight
Yeah.
up, like, hey, come on now.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I hate you, but
Can I get a picture?
thank God he retired.
Yeah.
Is it? Isn't Saban still kind of involved with the whole?
No, I'm
They-
sure they were
They
recruiting
say
well,
he is,
so
but I feel like
I
that
would assume.
never goes well when the retired,
Yeah.
uber successful coach stays
Fulmer?
involved. Yeah.
I mean,
He ever
was
show up
pretty
and-
good. He was pretty good at what he did.
He ever show up and coach you all like he did the offensive line?
No.
That would have been
He would
awesome.
just come talk.
That would have been
You
sick.
do have a Serrano coaching first base.
Parker's funny. Parker Serrano. What a guy.
You I
I heard he was like little when he.
was about to say, have you seen a picture of him wearing the
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
uniform? He had to be really young.
he was like
10
little. 'Cause I
maybe?
know his
Yeah,
dad. His
less
dad
than that.
coached here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's kind of a cool story to see that how far he's come.
Yeah.
Now he's a
We need to get him on the show.
You guys.
I want to ask him about. He was
what's it
3
like
for a little
standing
bit.
in the coach's box.
I want to know like why he went from 38 to 3 back to 38.
Yeah, he can tell you all that.
Okay,
Is
not,
it
not my place.
not your place? I'll
Not my
leave it
place.
I'm
alone.
interested.
Not my place on that one.
Do you have any more questions for us before we've had you on for a while? So sorry
know.
about that.
I'm sorry.
No, I think I'm all good.
Okay, sure.
I'm
Who
good.
do you have this weekend? Tennessee, Creighton.
That's tough. But
How tough?
it's very tough. But I will say, if we're gonna put a prediction, I think our defense is good enough, and we play good physical basketball.
Okay.
But I'm just worried that if Creighton's shooting 40% from 3, we might be
Makes it hard to win games.
we might be in a little bit of trouble. But
Yeah.
I think our defense like inside will be fine. I'm just worried about the perimeter because in March, man, it's just
You never know.
one guy taking over the game, which yes, we have Connect and all that, and then who can shoot the 3-ball better and free throws. Free throws matter too.
We're shooting the ball pretty well from the free throw line. And
Mhm.
I mean, we've only played 2 games, but
Yeah,
so far
it is March.
this tournament,
Just trying
Love it.
well
So
from there.
I'll say Tennessee wins 84 because it's gonna be high scoring.
okay.
Like
If
80.
Tennessee scores 84, they win, right?
Well, they have to.
God, I hope so.
They have,
have
to,
to, yeah.
because Creighton's gonna score 80.
Okay.
So it's 84-80.
80 on our defense.
I think they shoot the 3-ball pretty well, but I think
Mhm.
we slow it down enough. Like
When you
84-80, and if I'm right, what happens?
we're going to the Elite 8. That's what happened.
Well, okay, all right. Well,
It's like Omaha. Lead 8's like Omaha.
yeah. If I get the score prediction right,
You know where Creighton's at, right?
Omaha.
The signs 48. 84.
84.
Oh,
my-
follow the signs.
Oh, buddy.
The game probably won't tip off till about 10:48, so
Yeah.
that might be a real good sign.
And you'll probably get a text around then too.
Awesome.
When you go, you said you did a lot of studying for your NCAA brackets. We won't get into it here, but go look up the overinflated basketballs and how they affect shooting percentages in the NCAA tournament. It's another conspiracy theory I got into. Yeah.
You're all into me. I love it.
I don't like the mainstream ones. Mainstream ones piss me off, but I like the deep dives.
deep dives.
Yeah.
So you have
Deep
time to
cuts.
do 25 brackets. He has time to get in all these conspiracy theories.
What do you have time for?
I don't have time for those. That's the thing, is that's like putting off other things. So
Golf?
Oh, that's great. Great pastime.
Dude, I was popping on the range. I'll probably suck tomorrow when I play.
that's unfortunately what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like throwing good in the bullpen. And then,
Yeah. I'll be horrible tomorrow.
I'm feeling it today,
I
guys.
can't wait, though.
We'll get out on the course soon.
Yeah.
Probably we'll come on the road with you and we'll play golf on Saturday.
Yeah, that manager's bag is going to be huge.
Manager's bag will be humongous.
All right. Let's move on a little bit. Stupidity is an epidemic. Do a little
Okay.
segment here.
Stupidity is an epidemic.
Yeah. Mine's actually kind of part of the conspiracies. It's not really part of the conspiracies. So I just hate when anything happens that my Twitter timeline is just filled with usually like angry middle-aged white women screaming about the government. Like
Okay.
the thing in Baltimore happened, and now it's like I can't block enough people. They just keep popping up. I'm like, listen,
Stupidity is an epidemic.
I love conspiracy theories, as you can tell, but like they're not fun if they're mainstream.
Nope.
You
got
got
deep dive.
you got to really get into them
Yep.
for them to be fun. So it's just they're driving me nuts now. I'm like, this isn't fun for me anymore. I like the deep dives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is Rich Eisen. He did you hear his interview with NC State's DJ Burns, former ball?
He was a former ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was about 60
He was
pounds
here for
lighter,
his
so you might
freshman
not
year.
recognize him, but
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did not hear that.
But Rich Eisen asked him, "When did you put on the weight?"
Wow.
What was his answer?
He was like, funny enough, he said, like, well, a little bit like after my freshman year, I got a little bit bigger.
Freshman 40, baby. Freshman 140. He also owns vending machines, which I find very ironic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did see that.
It's pretty sick, but a great business model. But it's
Also,
pretty-
like, eating your own product is not.
yeah.
Shout out Jay Cutler.
Your boy.
Unironically, some politician tweeted, happening right now, 3 buses just loaded up illegal invaders at Detroit Metro.
Smart.
Anyone have any idea where they're headed with their police escort? It was Gonzaga and Creighton.
Yeah.
Getting to
All the four.
arriving to
Yeah.
to the Sweet 16. And people were tweeting at him and he just did not care.
Wow.
Yeah. It was my favorite thing is just that it was also Allegiant flight. Y'all ever fly Allegiant on your charters?
The only time we flew Allegiant was going Omaha.
Did you feel safe?
A little cheaper.
Yeah, that was.
I've always felt good on Allegiant flights, but
Flight.
I just don't, you probably don't like your team like pulling up in an Allegiant. Like Delta or American. You want to see like a prominent name on it,
Or like it's just a random plane.
Or
To
that,
be
yeah.
honest, it's
Yeah.
most of the time a random plane.
Yeah. We gotta get Zerker. We can't do Allegiant again. Just doesn't feel good to see that symbol, your team walking out of an Allegiant plane,
Just
you
feel
know?
like the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
They fly Allegiant.
No, I don't know, but
Oh.
That would be funny.
It's like what?
Poverty program.
So did I steal yours? I'm sorry, Landon.
No, you're good. It is funny. This is what his bio says. Trump endorsed, ranked most conservative state representative, freedom cautious. I don't know what that says. Anti-communist, husband of Michigan's most wanted Republican.
Okay. How do you get voted? How do you grade most conservative? Like, how do you get that title?
I don't know. Joey, do you have an idea? But yeah, like as soon as I saw that tweet, I was like, I have to see who this person is, and I'm like, of course, some guy in Michigan.
Yeah, that one made me laugh for a while. I'm sorry, I did get into the conspiracy theories.
Dude,
didn't
have you seen Jaden Daniels' elbow?
Yeah, that.
What is that?
I don't know if it's real.
I mean,
I heard it's like not real.
I mean, that's
I don't think-
Tommy John, right?
That's not even Like you're saying like his whole bone just shifted while he's throwing.
I have no clue. I just keep
Shifts
seeing
back.
Have you ever thought about getting Tommy John surgery? It seems to help people
it. Just
I'm not
because-
preemptively.
I'm not getting it unless I need it.
well, if your mom
What if
breaks your arm,
What if I
might
told
get-
you could throw 100,
No, I fell off the
101?
table.
Oh, okay.
That's what they say.
No, that's what happened.
You know that?
Is there video
No, I do.
proof?
There's no. That'd be like a camcorder, you know, the one.
This is another conspiracy.
I think it's a valid one.
I think it was Frank Anderson just a long time ago. It's just like we need a lefty.
Also have Shadur Sanders.
Okay, shut up.
He talked about how he's
Could
kind of
be a
been
quarterback the next year.
I don't want to get into quarterback cares.
he kind of talked about being the underdog. He came from a small private school in Texas.
Sure.
He doesn't know where these other 6A high school football players are nowadays that he used to see all the time. The ones that played in the college football playoff. He doesn't see them in the Pac-12 all that often. But I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny coming from Deion Sanders' son.
Hey, give me the Buffs top 16 next year playoffs. Or is it 12? 12?
12.
Top 12. Top 12.
Okay. What about Tennessee? If the Buffs are top 12 or
If-
not, I'm
if-
riding.
Colorado is in the top 12. Tennessee will somehow
Oh,
be.
yeah.
I don't know exactly how, but they'll be there.
There's no way. Did you watch them last year?
Yeah.
I mean,
But like that's their
Ass.
first year. Like, come on.
okay.
Gotta give Dion a little
Well-
time in the portal.
I mean, that's all he does is the portal.
Well, yeah, that's what you and a little bit of recruit, but hey, I like.
Apparently, he doesn't go to high school campuses.
You could say that for any coach, to be honest,
What do you mean?
with the portal.
I just
you
meant
don't,
like
you don't have to.
Like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, but that's pretty bold. I mean, he's probably
it's bold. But
he
like,
probably is going to leave Colorado soon, so I guess he doesn't have to worry about building a program. But yeah, if you want to build like sustainability,
I just like. I think it would be good for college football, in my opinion.
Okay.
Just
I don't hate Deion Sanders. I
know a lot of
Yeah.
people just don't like it. I'm like, dude,
I don't
Yeah.
I don't really have I didn't have a thought. I still probably don't really care for like one way or the other about Shadur, but I just think that's crazy.
Yeah, I did
Shadur's
think
to
a
have-
good quarterback.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. But like just to be like, I've been an underdog my whole life. It's like, brother, let me tell you something. You're not.
No, I like Shadur. Shadur can definitely play in the NFL.
Yeah, I know Tennessee's defense hasn't been great since Heupel's been here, but my God, they're not as bad as Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean,
they're scoring like 250 points in a game. It's unreal.
yeah.
Yeah. it's
But then
tough.
again, they're
Tough
also
look.
putting up like they can put up points.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
the
Travis Hunter.
yin and the yang.
Yeah,
Travis Hunter will go high next year too.
Steelers.
Wow,
Y'all need a corner.
we do no because we had Trice from Purdue get drafted, but he got hurt. So we have corner depth. They just all got hurt last year.
Oh, okay. All right. Ad read. I got ad
Sure.
read.
An ad read.
Oh yeah,
Magic, baby.
yeah.
This is-
Our good friends at Knoxville Tours. It is never too early to think about football season. Tennessee takes on Oklahoma this season in Norman to welcome them to the SEC. Our good friends at Knoxville Tours have a great 5-day tour, September 19th to the 23rd, that takes all the stress off of you when booking and planning an away trip. The trip on the Motor Coach Tour will take you to and from Oklahoma for the game and fun stops along the way. The trip will include transportation to and from Oklahoma, 4-night hotel accommodations, and a dinner show at Cattleman's. What do you think about Cattleman's?
Never been there.
It's a dinner show. They got steak. I mean, I think that sounds great. You ever been to the Dixie Stampede? Sorry to interrupt.
Mm-mm.
You never been to the Dixie Stampede? We got to go.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Dude,
not
they serve
over
it-
here often.
They serve an
I'm more-
entire chicken for dinner, and you eat it all with your hands.
Yeah, this is in Sevierville.
Yeah, it's Dolly Parton's Dolly
Stop
Stampede
at
now.
Buc-ee's on the way.
It's awesome. It rocks.
Anyway, go cheer on the Vols in the Midwest. They will also be doing tours to Arkansas and Vanderbilt this football season. Give Knoxville Tours a call today at 865-688-6232 to book your tour and let them know more important issues soon.
Dixie Stampede, it's a show. People riding their horses. There's buffalo there or bison. There's chicken races. There's peacock races, pig races. They bring people in from the crowd to like compete.
I feel like this is.
It's freaking awesome.
It's kind of like a.
I've won a medal. I got
It's
to
kind of like a
compete one
minor
time.
league baseball game with no
Show.
baseball.
Yeah. It's a
Shenanigans galore.
Yeah.
it's a good
So
it's
many
a good time.
promos.
You sit on the north or the south side. It's a set in the Civil War era, and you compete against the north or the south. Yeah. So it's a good time.
Civil War was crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how they settled it was who could eat the most chicken and cheer the loudest. That's
I didn't
Man.
know with that one, but
I'm in.
Ulysses S. Grant versus Robert E. Lee. Look at that. Look at me. Look at me in the history.
Hey, brothers.
Hey, brother.
Dude, I love him. And
Sketch. Big
I'm doing it more and more. Like, I don't even know that I
It's
like.
Check Tuesday. Tuesday.
Rebecca. Special teams. You can say it, I can say it.
I've always played Madden at home myself.
Okay,
So I'm calling
yeah,
checks.
I'm pretty sure everybody's played Madden by calling audibles. Like, let's
Yeah.
just be honest. You're not playing Madden unless you're not. Like, you are calling audibles. Just
No,
something random.
especially when like Peyton's whole like Omaha call was going around big.
Yeah.
Everyone was Omaha. Everyone.
I like hot routes. I'm not a big
Oh,
audible
big hot
person,
route.
but
Hot.
you get a fast receiver, you get them pressing.
Yeah.
No. Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah, sending them.
Run the ball.
What's this call? Who's this from? Is that Carson Newman call?
Yeah, that means go.
Okay.
And if you're even, you're leaving. You ever heard that one?
Nope. I want to be a defensive coordinator for the Steelers now.
Chase your dreams.
Man.
You should
press
be a
all night.
you should be
They
a
don't gain another yard.
Yeah.
a fired football coach. That seems to be like the best thing right now.
A fired football coach.
Yeah, you just get the
Collect that buyout money.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's the best thing. Coach O.
So get there, give up 50 points, bang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean you got to grind for like 30 years, but then you end up
Oh.
like Jimbo. Then you end up like Jimbo
You didn't-
Fisher.
You didn't tell me that.
I
part.
didn't. You end up like Jimbo Fisher sitting on like $77 million. And,
You don't have.
you know,
You're not doing it.
all right, I could do that.
Hey, thanks for coming on.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for
Awesome.
having me.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome stuff. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Also go check out Roback.com. Promo code More Important Issues.
We got NIL too, man.
20% off your first purchase. Do it. You have any
Yeah,
Roback stuff?
Roback.
Okay.
I don't have Roback stuff, but
Okay.
it's polos. I got it.
Okay. All
Glory.
right. Well, you need some of the best polos. Roback's got them. Polos, joggers, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you got, they got it. Or whatever you need, they got it. Go check them out. Again, promo code More Important Issues, 20% off your first purchase. Guys, thank y'all. Zander, always a pleasure. Go Vols. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.